Look, if Elon Musk can say what he thinks his price for his stock should be, it's fine. Yeah, he did that. No, he shrunk it, dude. The price went down. No, this is recently, dude. What are you talking about? I don't know if it was 200. Oh. I don't know, dude. Probably. But they're searching in vain, right? Like, because you can't cancel it either. That's true, though. Oh, hey, it's back up. Hopefully we don't have to update. So funny. Oh, we're still waiting on 2. At least he isn't getting kidnapped. Nika's on one of them, Whole City's on one of them. I haven't casted either of teams, also Cello, I know. Yeah. Tortellini, linguine, ravioli, whatever. Mikey is a little bitch, I've also casted. Oh yeah, I've casted banana hammocks before, so. I think Polar Ass is a bit better. I'd have to look at the bracket. I haven't actually seen the bracket in a bit. Hold on a sec. Maybe pull that up really quick. So yeah, this is the losers bracket side of things. So it's the second round of the losers bracket, which is the 11 seed versus the 12 seed. Looks like Polar Ass lost to. Who did they lose to round one? They lost to Westside Wombats, and then they beat Streamer Simps. So Streamer Simps is just done. For some reason, Purdue University is in League of Lads. What? Why would they name their college? Come up with something, boys. Yeah, and then Banana Hammocks actually casted that match. They lost to East Side Echidnas, which East Side Echidnas looks really good. But yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, not really. Like, it was pretty common games. Banana Hammocks was like, they played just like straight up Dota. I think they got just beat because the team they played was just straight up better. Eastside Echidnas. Shit. Dude, protesting is scary. Not even for the police, but like I know people that are like getting heat stroke and shit, like just being outside that long. Like, oh yeah, dude. Well, it's just bad timing, right? Like, yeah. Just kick him. Oh yeah, that's right. We started at 4:30. Put me in a coach. I'm ready to play today. Put me in a coach. Oh, this person knows you. Me? think it's Ja is the only person we're waiting on, so. Wow, incredible. Have you now? I don't know what any of that means. Like, what is... Yeah. Oh, so you're saying you secured the rats. Yeah, but that's not that, like... I feel like that's not that. Really? It's that big of a deal. Yeah. Oh yeah. They're banana hammock, dude. I mean, both of their logos kind of suck because their banners like are zero effort. Are we even in the same lobby? I think we're leaving. Why are we spending so much time on the first? Ja's in here, right? We it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time spent on a first ban. Oh, we did crash. You should be able to pause. Oh, okay, so it gets swapped over. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Or are we doing a reset? And you just reconnected. Well, it's their choice, but... Okay, they're good with the penalty. I mean, they were like 30 minutes late anyways. Like... Yeah. I forgot to post my Twitch stream. Hold on. Nah. Mm-hmm. Battle Fury Ursa. Dude, it's just like, you know, old days you'd go Magnus on that. Like, yeah, you pick Magnus and pair it with the Ursa and get like the big Wamba combo. Hell yeah. Hmm. Yes, I think you kind of have to in order to pick the hero, dude. Like, if it's really obvious where you're gonna lane it, the hero kind of loses a lot of its value as a early pick. So, yeah. Although I think you can get away with just playing Ember Spirit mid, because I mean, basically, when you know how to play Ember Spirit mid, you know how to play Ember Spirit everywhere. Because Ember Spirit mid's basically just gonna go jungle anyway. Void Spirit in a different role is kind of different. Like if you're playing 4 Void Spirit, it's not the same as like a 2 Void Spirit or a 3 Void Spirit. Um, I think you just have to have more technical skill, honestly, if you're playing 4, because like more of you're not relying on your damage, right? You're relying on your lockdown, your ability to hit your taunt consistently. Whereas if you can just rely on your damage, obviously it's good to have as a mid laner, but you have a lot more damage just from higher levels and more farm. Like, while as if you're 4, you're more focused on utility and hitting your abilities. And it takes a lot longer to get items that are useful to you, like Yules or actual probably Yules is the biggest one. Yeah. No. No. Basically, you're just like a semi-initiator if you're playing 4, because you can jump in, throw out some stuff, and then get out super easily if you save a charge of your ult. Because you have the assimilate, you have the taunt to like make some space. But it's starting to look like this might be a mid Void Spirit, honestly. It's either mid or 4. The Abaddon pickup. I mean, that's reactionary to a Bat Rider, for sure. Flavor of the minute. What? How is that flavor of the minute then? Like, what? I don't think so. I feel like I've seen it a couple of weeks ago. You could have said flavor of the month. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You like the Bloodseeker pick. Yes. Mm. They have a legit logo too. I don't know if they stole that from somewhere, but they probably did. I'm guaranteeing that's a stolen logo from somewhere. Oh, hold on one sec.
You gonna skip a ban? My team did this last week.
Okay, so I wasn't recording your audio that whole time, but don't worry about
Well,
that.
that's fine. I was rambling anyway.
Don't worry about that. We should be fine now.
So this is
you like the blood.
This is kind of cool. Banana Hammocks still has like 3 different ways of running this draft, and I think that is really, really, really cool.
Yeah. I kind of like Banana Hammocks draft just a bit more. They have some counters. I think the immediate reactionary pick into the Bat Rider is really good. I maybe think they missed a ban there on Polar.
I think that I am favoring Banana Hammocks draft a little bit more, just because I don't really see a way that the deal with Abaddon. I think that he's gonna have a great time against this Bat Rider. I think he's gonna be able to man up on the Slark, especially with the Bloodseeker behind him. And TA doesn't really offer any solutions to him. Invoker might have a little bit of trouble this game. It's kind of a weird last pick in a sense, because he's already sort of threatened by like the Bat Rider, the Slark, Void Spirit kind of jumpy heroes, and then you put him mid against a TA. Not great, but I think his team can help him a lot.
Yeah.
Is this an Ench 5? Do you know?
They have a probably logo too. Okay. I don't know if they stole that from somewhere.
I think
but
that's
they probably
like
did.
That's Ench's best position right now.
Guaranteeing
playing her 5, just picking this like really obnoxious hero that has creeps that do extra damage to you. Oh wait, it's Enchant. Something happens there. Let me see this.
We had a DC again.
Yeah.
I can't even see the minigame. You know it's playing right now.
You're gonna skip a ban? My team did this last week. So, okay, Enchantress with level
so I wasn't recording your audio.
4 enchant gives creeps 70 extra attack damage. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but how are you gonna get levels for that? Okay, one, how are they playing the game right now? Like, what is happening? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Menu? Also, like, half the effects are frozen for me, which is kind of strange, but...
Yeah, it's a little weird.
I believe that's because we're paused. I can't even tell who's disconnected. Okay, we lost Jaw now, too.
Nice.
The servers have been struggling today. Unfortunately, because I casted this morning too, and everybody was having connection issues. So, yeah. Apparently, it's just a today thing.
Happens. We have occasional outages.
Not as bad as today. I feel like a lot of players have been struggling staying connected today. Just from games that I've casted in, like, it happening to everybody. I think it might just be the servers today are a little down. Rip. I can't even see who's winning the minigame, honestly.
I think it is a tragedy that casters cannot play the minigame alongside players.
Literally.
I wanna show people up how good I am at Whack-A-Meepo.
I don't think there is skill when it comes to Whack-A-Meepo.
I think there is. There's like...
Oh, slightly, but it comes down to ping too.
It's reaction time.
You can only really show it on land, dude.
Here we go. That's true. That's... Alright. I'll allow you that. Okay, we're unpaused, so things should be going well now.
We did get everybody back. Jaw's back, and so is DTF. Yeah, there's a lot of names in this game where it's just like I don't know what to call them. Like Mikey is a little bitch, or to classify the mapping too. So I just go with DTF and Mikey.
DTF and alright, yeah, I like Mikey.
Mikey is calling himself a little bitch, but whatever. Whatever. Again, he's talking about MX Squire probably. So. Nobody's clipped me saying that yet either, just so I can link into MX Squire in the middle of the night and then he can be like, fuck karate. Nobody's clipped it for me.
Oh, we're in. Alright. Let's see whose start game is better. Alright, we have one death so far on Radiant.
Pretty bad.
1 point.
Nika's the only one that did it.
And this guy doesn't have that equipped.
Doesn't have it.
Unfortunate.
Mikey, unfortunate. I only got one. I've only seen it happen once where the entire team suicides.
Dude, it's the best. You gotta do it.
You have to do it.
Dying. Alright.
It's not a question. You just have
Intellectuals like us, we know what to do. This is good.
Yeah. It's just, we understand a higher level of human. Oh my God.
So, is this a pos 3 Bloodseeker? I think it could be.
Potentially. Are they running an aggro try with the position for Void Spirit, which does actually combo pretty well with Batrider?
Interesting.
Like,
yeah, the bat can set you up kind of well.
Yeah.
Alright, let's... So, Ench has 4 armor, but also she has 320. 313.
They have a decent amount. Do they have tick damage to remove TA stacks? Not really. It's basically just a Bloodseeker ult, and then you have to move him somehow. So Deafening Blast or Force Staffs.
Earn and Radiance will both deal with fraction.
I mean they get a Radiance on Bloodseeker probably.
Abaddon. That's the meta now. You go like.
Actually, yeah. You have to run Abaddon top just into the Batrider as well. Unfortunately, Cello just missing the taunt there. The Aether Remnant, not quite long enough. They are going to get 2 bounty runes bottom though. Maybe DTF is going to steal the outpost as well. Oh, but Ravioli, look at this, man. No fear. Stolen. There's no stun over here.
Dude, this Batrider is actually faster.
There's no stun. He can just TP.
Yeah, also very true.
I don't know why he's not, but okay, yeah, Bat's leaving. He's not going to chase the whole way. Now he's going to TP. Okay.
Wait, what's Bat doing?
Go back to base.
Excuse me? What do you...
Bat is mid laning, probably?
He has a... Mango?
Is this a jungle Batrider?
I swear to God.
Do we have the jungle meta back, or is he going bottom? He's got to be going bottom, dude. There's no way he's jungling.
Oh, yeah.
You got to get level 2 first if you're doing that.
So they're not tri-laning in that case.
I think they just wanted to scout out the lane's top, and they saw that it's the Abaddon, and they probably don't want to lane Batrider into Abaddon, because it's just not going to go well. And now it's just Cello 3 with a Batrider 5. Whole City, I think, is their main support player. Nika's doing core.
What's DTF doing?
Dude,
okay,
he's just booling.
He's booling, man.
I mean, he's just making space. I don't know. He's just 4. I don't think there's too much he can do, unfortunately, because he's into a Batrider. Wow, incredible. There's not much he can do in this lane, like, at all.
Can he not just like hit Slark and like man up with him on the blood?
I think he just gets out harassed by a bat rider, unfortunately. Like, you can't. Oh my goodness.
This is exciting.
Dude, get ready for a lot of pauses if the network is gonna be this bad.
Is it the same person? No, it is just one person though.
It's Jaw.
It's just Jaw.
Musical chairs is just broken.
I think it keeps. Wait, what?
It's not stopping. I never heard the music. Interesting. Very interesting. Some fishy stuff going on today.
Great. So what I'm learning today is that if you have a bat rider, you can lane any hero against 2 melee heroes.
I think if you pick 2 melee heroes into a bat rider, it's tough. But I mean, the lane being where it is, and bat rider's not really pulling either. It's actually the other way around.
He just tried.
He tried, but yeah.
It's a good stop there. Very important.
Just how push this wave is too. Bloodseeker has no issues farming this underneath the tower. Like, he's one of the few heroes that easily farms underneath their own tower. Doesn't really care if the lane's cut.
I do feel like the Blood did kind of miss an opportunity to man up on the Slark early. And just at level 1, he'll only have Essence Shift, and then if you have another hero with him, it's done.
I don't think you want to trade too much with this Slark, though. Like, initially, he's just going to keep hitting you.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying before the Bat Raiders in the lane. Well, like, when he was top. Either way, very passive laning phase.
Potentially. Yeah, with DTF still down here. They could have hit a fissure or something. And now they've kind of missed that chance, too, because he has the lead. And again, Nika with Essence Shift is like, it's so hard to trade with the Slurk if you're not ranged. So you basically
right now,
you can't. You literally can't. That Nika's just fine with this too. Mike gets silenced up. He is gonna back stun hits as well as the silence, but on the other side of that is Mikey, so he can't actually follow it up with right clicks of his own.
So Nika still has 5 tangos, which is pretty good.
Top lane, first blood. Going over to Cello. Looks like he hit the Aether Remnant this time. It's level 2, so easy damage. There's also a little bit of a slow. This is such an annoying Enchantress game too, but they might just go on him. They don't have a stun or the burst coming out from Lich, but it doesn't matter. Right clicks from Cello.
Wow.
Gets them the kill. The slow from the Ghost, it's literally just called Ghost. I never knew that. It's like not even a different name. It's just Ghost.
Do you know that Ghost has the lowest base attack time of any unit in the game? I think that's true.
Are you sure?
I'll give it a Google right now, but I'm pretty sure you could do this thing like IO where you stack attack speed and you just like made a Ghost own the game for you.
Oh god.
Yeah, you go like Helm and then like
Nika's getting dove bottom, but they don't have Nika's stuck. But they can't get vision, and he's just gonna cut his way out.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Mikey didn't really want to Quelling Blade that. I thought he would just try and chase into the trees there.
Oh.
I didn't quite know that Nika was stuck.
That's
Another
really
silence hitting too, but look at 15 wand charges over on Nika, so I don't think he worries too much about this. He's got plenty of tangos too. Oh, he just used his last tango. Oh, I was looking at Bloodseeker. Never mind.
I was confused a little bit.
Never mind.
I think they figured out how to play this lane now, where like the whole time I was kind of wondering why is the Bloodseeker not exerting pressure? Because I feel like this is...
Oh, Ravioli's just dead again. Gonna get Aether Remnant plus a right click from Cello. Got the bounty rune, but immediately pays with their life.
But
Worth,
dude. Basically has this combo with like the Blood Right and Fissure.
Oh, mid to TA's completely out of mana. That EMP looked like it connected. And even though you can dodge the damage, it's still... You're not gonna have mana to cast another shield, so... Still decent.
So, mid is like largely even right now, which is surprising. Because this is a Quas Wex Invoker.
There is more denies. Top lane, they've killed off Cello. It's like they just got ran at him with Jaw. And bottom lane, too. They lose Nika. Mikey just dove it. Doesn't even have the ult. Just went for it with right clicks. Unfortunately, you're going to lose Mikey at the same time. Whole City. Mike gets silenced. Still no Rupture. Silence not going to hit over onto Whole City. And I don't think Mikey can really dive this any further.
Dude, Mikey just got like body blocked by those creeps. It's rough. been there.
Oh, that DD immediately gonna get canceled on the TA, and John disconnects. Meepo.
Canceled it. What?
Meepo.
They're not playing it?
Dude, you just let him fill. He's maybe restarting? I don't know. Oh my god. This fucking minigame. Meepo.
What? I don't think I comprehend what's going on in chat. And I'm just like...
Let the Meepos stack up, dude. Get the entire... You have to fill the entire thing with Meepos. Oh my god. Why does he need to get 5?
Just like a... Is it like a battle pass thing?
I don't know. That was definitely weird though. Invoker went from like 7 to 10.
Oh, Jaw's back. Let's go.
Whack-A-Meepo is the hardest game for sure.
Clearly not.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is a
that's
little
fine.
surprising mid laners, even though I thought Joker would come out a little bit on top with the phase attacks, but or not the phase attacks, the side blades, but yeah, it
Dude,
is
what is-
surprisingly even.
Alright, what is Beta Male playing? Sir?
Bottom, they Bloodseeker alt Nika. He is gonna get the silence up as well, but he's taking so much damage on Mikey. He
Man
might just
fighting.
be able to turn this.
He's
Yeah,
not-
Mikey is so quick, but he doesn't want to
my
commit
God.
for it. He waited for the fissure
Good move, good move.
to come out. ETF, the perfect timing there. Also gonna lose Batrider in the top lane.
Oh, that's rough.
No
Your
save
bot
there, and
laner
again,
died.
I'm not sure where the Batrider is even up there. You left this lane because
Yeah.
you don't want to lane against the Abaddon. It's so hard for Batrider to play this game. Joker almost dies mid. He's gonna live. DTF not gonna die either. And starting to take over just a little bit, at
Alright,
least, is
Zphyr-
Zphyr.
Zer's like bloodlust is turned on. This is good. I like this.
Yeah, I mean he's dominating now. He gets,
Very good.
well, I mean basically just clubs the haste in a couple of levels, and it's Joker just can't hang.
Here we go. Is he stacking? He has not made any stacks. Rest in peace. Alright, whatever.
I mean he's still gonna farm super quick.
Still gonna farm it, yeah, you're right. I think this is so interesting that, like, if you don't do this mid, you are
Oh.
behind.
We lose top again too. And Nika is probably dead yet again. Silence comes through, does not kill,
Oh my
but the
God.
fissure will. DTF, another great timing. It's only a level 1 fissure, but it's enough to secure the kill. Again, a big rotation bottom from Radiant too. Like, Polar tried to make something happen there with Trickster and Whole City, and immediately they might just get dewarded because there is a ward observer there for Dire that saw the placement.
Dude, DTF is, like, owning right now. He's having, like, the time of his life. He has, like, 1 death, but, like, his boots, he has decent levels, and he's just, like, been a part of, like, 3 kills. It's like a dream.
Mm.
It's really enabled the Bloodseeker to get aggressive. Oh, they've just lane swapped now. Oh no, Clark's struggling.
Keen optic on TA, so it feels bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Nika's just kind of abandoned the lane. I think that's the play though. Unfortunately, it means not enough farm for TA as well.
I feel
And
like
it looks like even
oh,
Void
yeah.
Spirit's just jungling right now too. Like, are they just ditching 3 lanes at the moment?
That's
I mean, TA is fine because TA is really quick at farming, but like even still, bottom they're gonna lose their Bat Rider, and you just can't show up to this lane anymore. Bloodseeker is kind of balling out of control. Trickster is gonna get dove underneath the tower. Doesn't have level 6 yet. You might hit the silence. No, it is gonna miss. Mikey a bit off with that one.
Trickster line is like
they really need a rotation. Look at how low Bloodseeker is, but nobody gonna come. DTF getting the second kill, and yeah, every single Radiant hero is in the jungle. You really expect to see it from the TA, but not from the Slark, not from the Void Spirit. Try to go and contest the outpost since we are at 10 minutes here.
Top's uncontested, bot they're going for. They will get it.
Yes, they will. They might tank a bit of damage, though. DTF almost certainly dead. Is going to get silenced immediately afterwards on Whole City. I don't think DTF might tick down. One more right click. Not going to happen. Almost blocked himself with his own fissure. There's a rotation, this time from Trickster, and he's not going to get the burst either. The Bloodseeker ult over onto Trickster. Couple of right clicks from Joker, running over to get the last hit as Mikey does secure it. Top lane, maybe they can find something onto John. I mean, you can't kill Abaddon right now. He's just running at Chichello.
Oh no. Yeah, this is just what this hero does.
I mean, I guess that's why you pick him core, right?
Yeah.
You just can't die. You don't want to rotate to an Abaddon lane.
No, this is like the last hero you want to run at.
It's almost like you just want to avoid the hero entirely, but try to stop his farm by just making space around the map for the rest of your team.
Yeah, I think
you can't like directly influence it.
No. You can take towers and make him feel less safe farming.
Yeah.
But for that to happen, you have to have push and you have to have team fight to contest early. And neither of those two things really exist for Radiant's draft.
Mikey is going to get gone on bottom. He is kind of ticking down to the burn. Will eventually just die, but they have a nice fissure over here onto 2. I don't think DTF is going to live here, though. He's up to 3 stacks already. A couple of right clicks. Zphyr coming in from Trickster. Easy kill for Zphyr with the Meld Strike.
They're waking up a little bit. They're like, we're strong still. Let's stop them from like running at our jungle.
Well, TA is on top in terms of network too, but
yes, just expected, but like good for him still.
They need to start taking towers, though. I think.
Yeah, it's you got to take this mid tower, and you have to take. I mean, safe lane tower would be the best option, but it's hard to run it.
I mean, maybe you just counter it by playing more push-heavy heroes like a Leshrac or a DP.
You could do that. You could also pick heroes that farm faster.
Farm faster than an Abaddon, which they do. I mean, they have the TA. Obviously, Slark's got a little bit, yeah.
Before Abaddon's gonna get his Radiance at around. I'll say minute 17. TA will get her Blink Deso around the same time. Slark will probably have Refusal as well. So they have heroes they can't.
Is the carry gonna be enough though?
I don't know.
I think the only issue is usually when you pick Abaddon into a Bat Rider, if you get lassoed and then pulled out of position, you're probably fine, but obviously you don't have that save there then.
You can activate your ult, can't you?
Yes. That is a good point.
Yeah. So even in that case, you can't really lasso the Abaddon.
Yeah.
However, if the Abaddon's ever playing solo, which he has been for a large part of this game, you can kind of pull that sort of thing. And
yeah,
I think
they can't really fight right now. They are grouped up. Lich is still level 5, and they are just going to dive with the Bloodseeker ult. Mikey over on a Trickster looking for the TP to end the tornado hit. Yes, it will. Nice hit there from Joker, and that's a dead Lich for sure. Mikey getting the last hit even. Really nothing you can do against that.
Okay. So this Invoker is also pretty decently farmed. He's not exceptionally behind the TA. He has a Spirit Vessel, which is huge. This is their early refraction cancel, and it can do a lot of work.
decent. They're gonna go top onto a Bloodseeker though, who is alone up here. They don't want to use the lasso quite yet. Silence is gonna come through. Nika just tanking it up, but he's already popped the ultimate. Could not purge it off. In comes the tornado. They're not gonna get the kill on the Mikey. He just didn't have enough right click. And unfortunately for Nika, he still hasn't gotten a single permanent stack of that passive yet. 0-3-0 on the Slark, and that's a lasso used, but nothing to show for it.
I think this permanent agi thing is kind of like a gimmick. I don't really take it too seriously.
I think it's still legit though. You do want to build it up early. It's kind of like Legion Duel, but not quite as strong.
I mean, for Slark, it is attack speed and armor, both of which are good things, but I just don't...
Attack speed, armor, and damage. Oh, they did kill top though. They do make something happen despite using the lasso. Now TP mid from Zphyr. They are kind of outnumbered here, so I'm a little surprised they're trying to fight. But
dude, Nika is doing the thing that I do when I'm frustrated and behind in games. Oh.
Trickster definitely gonna die. Tries to go for the Lich Ult, does not happen though. Mid lane, they've killed off Enchantress, at least diving for that kill. Zphyr maybe looking for DTF, but not gonna find it. Jaw is the next target, but he's just gonna pop the ult off of him. Deso up. They lose the Bloodseeker as well. That looks like it was pretty much just the Bat Rider finding that. Maybe they can go on Jaw, but they don't really have too much jump to follow it up. Another trap. Zphyr has committed over the bush. He's actually stuck on the other side of a fissure right now. There is a taunt over onto Jaw. Jaw could get bursted right now. If they just turn it, they do. But down goes Zphyr. The ultimate coming out of DTF. Lich ult does finally come out, and they get the kill onto DTF. He's getting some payback there. I think you'll take that. You kill off Abaddon.
I also think you take that if you're Dire. I don't think that was an especially bad trade for either team. These heroes, this TA and this Abaddon, both have these insane power spikes. Delaying it kind of like increases the impact of other heroes.
It does still feel like a big deal to take down that Abaddon though. Any chance you can get, it's not very often. This
has gone from like a 17-minute radiance to like 19-minute maybe.
Yeah. And Abaddon naturally farms very slow. Like there's not too much you can do to speed it up.
I mean, you can like spam Aphotic Shield, but it's not really mana efficient.
It's not mana efficient. It's like creeps don't really do too much damage, so it might not even pop.
It's also like 200 damage AoE, it's like not that much. You know, it would be like the greatest quality of life increase to Abaddon. You just make the damage exploded like just a little more.
Why?
Well, just
why does Abaddon need buffs, dude?
I think this hero needs buffs. Poor guy. I love playing Abaddon. I don't think he has like.
The hero is pretty good.
No.
I mean, the attack speed does kind of suck for... I think he's a strength hero, though. He doesn't need high attack speed.
No, he definitely benefits from that passive.
Although Jaw is like not CSing at all right now. I don't know what's
happening. Like I watched him miss like 3 last hits in a creep wave alone.
I guess he's just auto-attacking, looking elsewhere.
Which is fair.
There he goes.
Better to not die than to get last hits.
Oh, Jaw. Alright, he's only missed one this wave. Alright, he only missed one that whole wave. They are going to get a lot of good damage out into the tower, though. Dive a little bit for DTF. DTF is all the way over here, trying to get a ward down. Whole city even rotates.
No.
That's Lasso God yet again. That's a lot spent for an Earthshaker kill, but at least you guarantee it.
TA looks to have Deso fairly soon, and the Void Spirit's right behind her.
Have it? TA has
Oh, sorry,
Deso.
Blink. My bad.
Oh.
I said the other.
Trickster might just die. Cold Snap plus right clicks. That is a dead Invoker. Zphyr might just tick down 2. Running off the Bloodseeker ult. They don't have any reveal. There's the dust from Ravioli. Believe, yeah, he's just dead immediately afterwards. All you need is dust, and the TA kill is pretty easy. Whole City might be the next one to fall. Cello getting across the gap there. Gonna taunt over on the DTF so they can't chase too much farther, but it's 14 to 14. Just a slight lead for Banana Hammock. Stun up on the whole city, who is now stuck on the cliff. He's not going to get silenced.
This is interesting.
He doesn't have a TP.
He
doesn't
has
have
a
blink either.
Firefly in 9.
8 seconds.
Do they know?
I don't think
They
so.
don't know. They actually don't know. That's
They have
actually
no idea. They thought he maybe blinked away or something, but assuming that he got away, Ravioli is going to get slowed up by the defusal of Nika. Nice kill there for Nika. They will lose one. The ultimate coming out from DTF. Another one to follow it up. Now Nika's going to get a little bit focused. Silence as well. Tornado immediately purged off, and now Nika's getting so low. DTF going to die, I believe, to Cello. No, he's saved. He's saved by Ja. Cello losing the life of the Void Spirit. Nika's even trying to commit for this. Not going to get the kill either. Nika, you got baited in. He's going to drop. Stunned away by DTF. Still making plays. Zphyr maybe going for the last hit. Zphyr, that was a little bit too much to ask for, but at least you will secure a double kill for Joker. Zphyr going down.
That was a 2,000 gold swing. Fairly significant there. That's
Hey,
like,
they only lost 36 gold though.
yeah, but this TA just went from like top net worth by 1,200 to second net worth.
Sure.
Not where you want to be as a TA.
Yeah,
But-
and it's starting to be a really tough game for them to play.
It is. I think this Abaddon, he now has Radiance, which is insane.
Like, it's... Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's not even a game where TA buys a BKB and her problems are solved, right? Like, you're still going to take damage from the Bloodseeker. Taunt up top. They might be able to bring down Invoker with a little bit of extra burst. Yeah. Invoker just going to tick down the whole city. They got a slow as well. Coming out from Cello and just those two heroes. Does get a very, very crucial kill. A little bit of an overextension there for Joker and good punish. Zphyr top. I mean, he's got blink too. They still have the items coming, but it's just like if you're taking a 5-on-5 fight, if TA is gonna get opened with the rupture, like I'm not sure how they win the fight.
Yeah.
You gotta have space for this TA.
Yeah.
Preferably you want rupture on Nika or something. Somebody who can just sit there and tank it. Maybe Void Spirit too. But obviously that's up to Mikey. Okay, with DTF DCs this time.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's about time.
Back into it we go. Very quick.
Interesting developments. He couldn't skill talents.
Bug, he can't do the talents. Alright, some weird stuff happening today. Nice Ghost Scepter.
Dude.
Very
just-
quick reactions from Ravioli. That was a sick play. And they might get a fight off of it too. Very interesting blink from DTF. Not really going to land. They do miss the stun on Trickster too, but it's not going to matter. Ult coming out from Bloodseeker. It looks like it's over onto Void Spirit. And like I said, that's the target you really want him ulting because he can just jump away from this. He's still got a Yules too. He's going to be able to ult out afterwards, and there is no stop for that. Bloodseeker ult already down, and maybe they can just fight this with the TA. Silence is going to come out onto whole city, but he's still pretty quick to run out of this. Zphyr not really doing too much. Tornado come out. They are losing all of their heroes, though. That Radiance Burn getting rid of the shield. TA might just get stunned up. Blink forward from DTF. You do have a taunt as well. Zphyr trying to turn it, but the shield was there. They're not even going to get a follow-up kill. Cello might just get killed as well. There is a Dissimulate and a Yules, but he's just going to get stunned up. Stun locked. And this entire time, Nika is just farming bottom too. It felt like a fight he could have potentially shown up to because they did get a very decent start there. Bloodseeker ult not really doing too much, but they just kept backing and had no answer. Nika not showing up. They had to take the fight pretty much 3v5.
Yeah, it's a bit rough. I think Nika's in kind of this rough place where he was fighting a lot early, and now he's sort of feeling the effects of this, where he feels like he needs to have an item. He feels like he needs a BKB to
Well, I think he's got the item. He's got the diffusal. He can show up to these fights. Like, usually, a lot of these cores, you get that big diffusal or just like an Echo Saber or something, and you can start fighting. But he might just die right now. He's able to perch off the stun, but the Tornado's still going to hit, as well as the EMP. Nika completely out of mana. They get a taunt over on the Jaw, but Jaw still got the ult. He's going to be standing in the middle of this Lich ult too, bouncing back to Invoker, popping the shield. Jaw actually uses his ult. They lose DTF. Couple of right clicks coming in from Mikey. They bring down Zphyr. They have vision for it on the high ground. Cello going to be the next target. Is going to get silenced up too. There is no escape. Try to go for the dissimulate. Not going to happen. Sunstrike through. Doesn't actually connect because Mikey gets the last hit. Triple kill for him. Jaw just still doing so much work on this hero. How do you, like, they need to kill off the Invoker, I think, if they're jumping on anybody. Like, Nika tries to find Earthshaker there, running in, but he just doesn't find his target quick enough, and Joker's able to get off a Tornado EMP, and Nika just needs to back.
Yeah, I think... I don't know if it is actually just as simple as going on the Invoker. When you think about
I think you need to try and keep it simple in a game like this, though, because otherwise you're thinking, oh, we have to deal with Abaddon, we have to deal with Bloodseeker. Like, there's just way too much in these fights that is going on. Like,
yeah, you're right.
It's probably Nika needs to get a BKB more than anything, because if he has a BKB right there, the fight goes a bit better. Maybe he can focus down Earthshaker. But the initiation is not great either. He was just running in. DTF's able to blink away. Because, like, how do they even jump on these fights? Like, they don't really have anybody unless Bat's going for a lasso, but they have the save, right?
Wow. Ooh, nice pound play down there. Slark's dodging the Abaddon. Really good.
Mid, Cello is going to get ruptured up. They might get the lasso out from Hull City. Nope. Not coming. Jaw actually came for the TP. Yeah, I'm just not sure how they fight this. TP top actually coming out of Mikey. Doesn't have the ult, so he might... Yeah, he can't find this. Zphyr can just go for the TP out. Maybe they go back on Mikey, though. There's a big rotation. They go for the lasso. There's not a TP up yet from Dyer. Might just lose Mikey immediately. He doesn't have a BKB or anything. Popping that Blade Mill. It's doing a lot of work. He's still alive somehow, but the last right click coming out of Zphyr through the Tornado onto the Batrider. Joker with the hell of a play to kill off Hull City. At least you get a return, and they're not going to find Joker. Blinking forward, Nika is alone mid at the moment. DTF gonna get the slow, but he steals up that invisibility rune. DTF taking a lot of damage, trying to focus Nika. He's gonna pop the ult, still leashed too. DTF locked in, but Nika knows he needs to back. Lost his invis rune. Jaw just running at him. He's got another leap here too to juke over the cliff, but blink forward. DTF, he's got the stun. It doesn't hit the fissure though, and he's able to actually leap over, get out of vision, do a bit of healing. A couple of right clicks from Enchantress. Jaw with the miscoil brings down Nika. Well, they found Bloodseeker though. They got to kill on Bloodseeker though. You got to look at it like that. Oh god. I told you, dude. Okay. You still there?
Yes. Sorry, I was eating. This guy comes back into the game with the lel. This is some like.
Dude, I'm telling you, yeah, it's the servers, dude. I don't blame anybody.
No, yeah, I'm sure it is. So big circle being drawn by the Abaddon. He wants to play on their triangle. I think this is good. I think this is a pretty solid movie play for Roche with this.
Potentially. Zphyr is just sitting bottom too. I think he's just gonna hide up here. Really wants to take down this tower, but doesn't quite have the vision. Maybe if Enchantress commits for the defense here, he could just kill off Enchantress.
Wait, did they hide the mango tree?
What is it? Oh, he's just gonna take the one from me.
Tire's fortified, I see.
What? I don't see it. Oh, is it right here? Where's the mango tree? What are
No,
you
it's
talking
mid lane. Oh, EMP bot.
about? Oh yeah, it is over here.
Two.
I see it. Oh, they might
He's
find
ulting
Mika here.
now.
He's gonna get Bloodseeker ulted up, and there's the counter for Slark. Sunstrike misses. Even popping the ult on Mika, but they still have enough right click, enough AoE to kill him instead. Yeah, it's. Where is the mango tree, dude? I think there's mangoes.
All right. No, there's totally a mango tree. Look, just hold alt over like the.
Yeah,
tier two.
no, there's a bunch, but I don't know where the tree is.
Dire's top tower is
Oh, I guess the
fallen.
tree's not there. Oh, I think I see like branches.
Boy, Dire's bottom
They're, like,
tower
glowing.
is taken
Ooh, going for
by
Roche.
French.
All right, this
Oh,
just makes
yep.
sense.
It looks like a lot of the other trees. Maybe they changed the particle effects. I don't know. There's so many particle effects in the game now. They're gonna get a jump onto DTF. Could just pull them up onto a cliff, but I don't think they're even gonna do that. A couple of right clicks over from Zphyr. Tornado not coming in time,
GG.
but they're still
TA.
going to find Roche, and there is no options now. I think Polar could
Actually,
potentially blink in. Zphyr maybe going for
Go.
the steal. Does get
Oh
it.
my
It's
God,
the
got it.
snatch from Zphyr. Perfect timing, especially from the Bat Rider too. Lich ult flying out. They're a bit stuck inside of this. That ult doing for him so much damage from Lich.
I've got all pump and shoot.
Ravioli going for the TP out. There is no stun for this either. Whole city has to chase up high ground. Zerg kind of messed up the melt strike there. He's just sitting in this, waiting until Joker runs back. Halberd up from Ja. Ja's already used the ult too. They need to burst him down in this little period they have. He is pretty tanky, but they still find the kill. Good steal there. Oh, Sunstrike does go on to Cello, but he survives with 10 HP.
Dude, what was that Sunstrike? That was insane.
3
He, like-
heroes it could have hit right there.
He selected the hero he wanted. Is that good? Or something, I don't know.
If that would have gotten a kill, I swear. But unfortunately, it doesn't.
Yep.
Zerg
But,
gets the Aegis snatch, though, and I think that just puts them right back into this.
He still has it. That's insane.
Yeah,
They're a little
doesn't
bit
even
behind.
die for it either. Like,
Yeah. But yeah, they've been behind for a while, and
They need the
normally
last
it's
out.
like people say like, you know, if your TA dies 3 times, your game's over. I mean, if you make a play like that,
Dire's middle tower is
maybe
fallen.
not.
he's doing just fine. I think, again, the flame break, too, inside. As soon as Roche died, they all got pushed back, and it's an easy blink and snatch for
Oh my god,
Zerg.
yeah. That was a huge play by Hull City. I completely forgot about that because I was just yeah. It's interesting seeing a snatch from a TA.
Well, as soon as he's got the... Anybody can do it with the blink.
Yeah.
Like, becomes that much easier.
Yeah, but it's like when
He had
you're
a
a
BKB,
TA,
too.
like he's so far behind. It was just such a big risk, but he still did it. But
Yeah, well, I mean, you look at him now, he's basically tied with Ja.
he is, and that's incredible that he actually managed to catch up. You normally don't.
It's the weird thing with Carry Abaddon, though. You see how he's going a bunch of utility. Like, he's got a Halberd, he's got AC now. They're going to pull mid, and there's no Ja here to save the Enchantress. Cello getting the last hit, and that's an ult onto a creep. Rupture completely wasted. Unfortunate play there. Just a little bit of a misclick.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
And I think that might be the signal for them to go high ground, but there is a very big wave bottom, so I don't know if they want to commit for it.
No, I think. I don't know. My carry wants creeps. It's usually how this goes.
Yeah, and then one Enchantress to kill probably isn't enough to really want to commit either. Also, there's eggs on Mikey, so like
Yeah.
he has another Rupture up. Not really too big of a deal. Might just go over and use it on Cello. Yep, there it is. Ult away. It still does damage because it's not quite long enough. Is going for the TP. Needs a little hit with the flame breakaway. Whole city gonna get ulted up too. They don't have a stun for this either. No, they get the kill though. Just barely. Miss Coil. I can't believe they had enough damage there, but it really is just the attack speed from AC doing it.
Oh my god. You remember in the draft when I said this Bloodseeker could go Ags, and he did?
Dire's
Oh.
top tower is under
So good
I
this
feel
game.
like I wonder what the buy rate of Bloodseeker eggs is, honestly. for game sees ahead, and they're at 3k. Nika's gonna get EMP'd as well as stunned up bottom. He is not getting out of this, I don't think. Ton up, he's just gonna have to pop BKB and try to fight his way out. Down goes DTF. Jaw taking a lot of damage too. He still has the ultimate though. Mikey is taking a lot of damage from the Lich Ult. Pops out the Blade Mail. Sunstrike coming in is gonna miss because Zphyr had used that BKB. Jaw did already use the ultimate, but Zphyr doesn't want to focus over into him. Halberd already popped, jumping into Cello with a bit of a silence. Doesn't get too much damage after that though. He's got the eggs up on the Void Spirit. Egg is popped on the TA. They don't catch Jaw with the taunt. They're gonna keep chasing forward. Zphyr going for the slow. There's the slow on the 2. Actually, a very nice trap. They have the ult again from Abaddon in 20 seconds, but is he going to live 20 more seconds? I think he might, especially with the Halberd. He's got the shield up yet again. They need to get the damage into Jaw right now. Otherwise, the ult is going to be back up. It's going to be back up. They can't actually focus him down. Whole City looking for the Blink 4. Does go for it on the Jaw, but he gets the ult back up. It's canceled immediately. I still think it's going to get them enough time to go for the follow-up, though. He got all the way healing back up. Whole City drops. They get a tornado into Nika. Nika's going to get focused down by the meatball. Down goes Nika as well as Zphyr. Jaw is just turning it. Double kill killing spree for Jaw as well as Joker. DTF hits the stuns over onto Cello. 36-24. They take the fight with flying colors. I believe not even losing a single hero there. They chased them all the way outside the base, and now they're going to get punished. Tier 3 is almost certainly going to fall.
God, that's just like one of those plays you don't expect. Like, you're behind, I don't know, I think you just get overconfident sometimes. Like, the Slark felt he could go pretty far and they could chase, but it's a bit of a gold fin. Either way, I think, the power of this double Halberd thing they're running is insane against TA. Actually.
Yeah.
Something that I like to do too. Playing like mid DK and stuff. It's just perfect.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna lose 2 lanes.
What is this? 5 seconds on range targets. It's rough.
For the twins.
It's also evasion. Oh god, yeah.
Look at this lane top 2. They might be able to just take more.
Invoker picks up the Lincolns.
It's a level 25 Invoker on Jeremy too.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
it is. I didn't even notice that, but
He somehow has 10 Spirit Vessel charges.
he has 1,000,000 bonus alacrity damage. Incredible.
What?
Look at it hit the little glass, and he has 1,140,000 bonus alacrity damage. I don't know, alacrity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go one of the shard things.
That's still an insane number.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of Invoker playing. Slow up onto Mikey. They might go for the jump. He is going to get the pull, but there's a save there almost immediately. They are going to burst down TTF. They might be able to find Mikey afterwards, too. It's a decent fight. Lich Ult still bouncing around, doing a lot of work. Jaw's going to get the ult pop. They want to stop hitting him, though. Stop giving him that healing. Nika is getting focused up, too. Is going to drop to the meatball yet again. Cello trying to run away from this. Does Jaws the mist coil. He's still taking damage from that Radiance, though, and I think he's still going to get away. Taunt over onto Jaw. It's going to live. Mikey's still running forward. Sunstrike hits. It connects. Hell of a play. Jeremy making game saving. Like, he does have a buyback, but I think it secures the top tier too. And at least Rax. They might even just go tier 4s. I think they just might.
Is there a glyph? There's no glyph. Oh no.
They have, dude, they have the repair kit. They don't have Nika for another 20 seconds. They are just going to go for the end. How do you stop Jaw from hitting this, though? Repair kit literally does not matter. Tornado forward, Blinken from Zphyr pops the BKB. They want to try and burst down somebody, but it's just not enough damage. NKB hits coming through, and it's looking like he doesn't have any right click. They are going to get stunned up over on Zphyr. A couple of right clicks. GG already called. They find Zphyr anyway, down for 90. Trying to get the ult inside the fountain, but DTF immediately dying.
Very nice.
41-27. They bring it to 37 minutes. J3 or L-Cop.
All right, let's pray to Gabe.
Ban
the servers-
Invoker, dude. Ban Invoker, ban Abaddon.
I don't think you can play against this Abaddon hero.
It's definitely a draft change that needs to be made. I think you can counter it, but it's tough. Like, Abaddon really didn't have an impact until he got that Radiance, and it's just kiting him until he gets, like, AC, then he really becomes a big deal. Halberd was also a big issue.
Mm-hmm. Slark can't purge it. Halberd is incredibly valuable this game, and they bought 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
If I was playing this Invoker, I might not have bought a Linken's. I might have bought a Halberd. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you could build anything you want in Dota now. It's so good. Like, Carry can buy a Halberd as a second item, and it's legit. My Enchantress can first buy a Ghost Scepter, you know? Anything can work. I think No Tail winning TI twice has really made things come full circle with Dota.
Why is that?
Anything can work, dude. He's like the pioneer of that, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, that's just the nature of Dota, right? He just stated it.
I think,
Anything can work as long as it's meta, dude.
but everything is meta now. That's kind of how I feel like about it right now. Like, you can pick whatever you want if you're good at it. Like, this Abaddon hero has not really been super popular, but all of a sudden people are picking him and are like, yeah, it's pretty good, let's do it. And he went 17-3 this game. It's like, it's a proven effective carry hero. I think it might be sort of like Wraith King, right? You do the same exact thing. Except on Wraith King you buy BKB. And you didn't really need it this game. Still. I think it might be a better Wraith King, actually. If you think about it. Like, if you want a Radiance carrier, this is better than Wraith King in a couple of ways. I mean, you have the Purge is just huge in early fights, and this hero can take fights early. Oh, Wraith King really can't. So, I don't know.
Well, we are jumping into game 2 at some point here.
I didn't even join the lobby.
I think you. Oh yeah. I think you ban Invoker. Maybe not. I don't know. I feel like you have to ban something Invoker Abaddon.
No, dude. You ban this Invoker. This guy had the TA matchup, and he like came out even. I think you definitely get rid of that. I don't know. It's clearly what? Yeah, he's level 25 or whatever on Dota Plus, right? It's pretty good.
Yes. He's got that million bonus alacrity damage, dude.
Yeah, dude. He knows what he's doing. I like that.
Dire team ban.
Beyond to game 2 we go.
All right. So I think last game they had like Snapfire and a couple other heroes banned. I forgot. I only remember Snapfire. That even could be a lie. Who knows?
Radiant team, dire team ban.
Let's see. Kunkka.
Radiant team, dire team ban.
Are they Mipa pickers?
Potentially. I mean, if it worked out banning it last game, like.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, the Earthshaker counter is still in play, but.
The Wyvern counter is still in play, dude.
That's true. That's actually true.
Any day of the week, if I get last pick Meepode, I am last picking Wyvern. Mid. That is like, he has no game. Like, I think people are underrating this hero. Maybe in like, it doesn't work in like high MMR, but like, especially with the damage changes now. Meepo just kills himself every fight.
Yeah. You could still cheese with me, but though, I think.
You could. There's ways to play around it. It's mainly just like buy a sheep stick and go on the Wyvern first. But like Wyvern can build BKB, Wyvern can build
Radiant team
I
pick.
don't know, force that.
Clockwork.
First picking a Clockwork. I don't think this is the
It's-
play, dude.
I think it's
Radiant team pick.
okay. There's
Dire
Sapphire.
team pick.
I don't think you first pick a Clockwork though, because now you just do this and Clockwork is useless. Like,
What? No, I don't actually. Like, I get it, but at the same time, I don't know. I still feel like
10
Clockwork's
seconds
impactful
remaining.
versus Snapfire. You have a way to cancel the ult.
5 seconds
And-
remaining. Dire team
I mean, you can
ban.
kind of mess with Void Spirit, not really, but.
Enchantress.
Ench is. It's okay. Both these heroes have early nukes. And Ench will have a rough time against the Snap ult.
hmm.
I've seen many Enchantresses just get killed by, like,
Radiant team ban.
random flying Snap ult. It's like the blobs.
Radiant
Hit
team
sometimes they
pick.
die. Enigma banned too. That's kind of interesting. You don't see this hero being like first banned, but I don't know. Maybe is that good? PL ban as well. I think PL very reasonable ban. Both these supports have nothing they can do against him. And I think if
Yeah.
PL
Remaining.
has the ability to kill your supports, then he has a bit of a freer time in
5
the game.
seconds remaining.
You know?
Yeah.
Instead of if you Lion or something, it's like, okay, I have one fewer hero I can go on for free, right? Clock can like cogs, but
I just like I still don't know what a clock can do. Enchantress,
No,
I
I-
think they're just sticking with it because I mean it worked last game.
it
Like,
did work. I think it was a good pick. I think he had a lot of impact.
and then yeah, the Snapfire isn't too out there. I'm surprised it got through. I went through so long seeing Snapfire get first banned. Like,
Is the hero that good?
Every
Do you think?
single
Dire team
probably not. But it's just been first banned for such a long time. Like,
Okay, so they picked another anti-clockwork hero. This guy's game just got
Dude.
rougher.
dude, they're just that's all they're gonna draft from here on out. Like they'll pick Ember
Yeah.
Spirit, they'll pick Storm Spirit,
Perfect.
pick like a Quap
Free Spirit
maybe.
Yeah. I would not mind a Quap this game, actually, from Polarath. You can run it carry, you can run it mid. That's another
10
thing
seconds
that I just like
remaining.
love about this hero.
I think they
But
just
it's
pick
like-
Ursa too.
5 seconds remaining.
Ursa or Monkey King.
Monkey's good too. Monkey gets kind of messed with by Clock and Enchantress, actually. But he can make it work if he's a good Monkey player. You could also pick Weaver here. I just need to say that like once every stream.
Dire
Dude, the Weaver Tusk combo is legit. Ah, hell yeah. See, I've done
Ooh,
enough.
yeah.
I've done enough drafting now
So you-
that I can just
You
call
you
it.
know what you're talking about. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, the Weaver Tusk combo is legit, but I don't know if Weaver's good enough on its own. Like, you need to lane it with something that's gonna make it strong in lane too.
Wait, is this another anti-Cogs hero?
Ursa, yes.
This is amazing,
10 seconds
dude. This is like
remaining.
a meme. They're like
Dude, it's how you draft against Clockwork.
5
Like,
seconds remaining.
they're just
He
like
just doesn't
styling
have
on
a
the
game
first
anymore.
pick Clockwork.
you
Yeah.
literally cannot cogs anybody. You basically have to hook in and push people back every single time, and that's all you can do.
Listen, maybe he's a really good Clockwork. Okay, like
I mean, yeah,
I
you
can
can,
dream.
it's
Alright?
just a really tough Clockwork game.
No, it's a horrible Clockwork game. I would not want to play it.
Yeah.
Radiant team ban.
Like you can threaten the Void Spirit. Oh no, you can't even. Okay,
Block
they
it.
take the Quap. This makes a lot of sense. They were just gonna send this hero wherever the Ursa goes.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
Really.
So it's gonna
Ursa.
be Quap off lane and then Underlord safe lane. Against the Ursa.
Okay. They
Or what am I
obviously want the
thinking?
Ursa into the Underlord.
Yeah, but well, so they
5 seconds
Okay.
remaining.
that's like one level of like out strategizing your opponent. What if Polarath recognizes that and says, "Hey, they're gonna want to run the Quap off lane against us because they seem to know what they're doing in regards to like the meta. Let's switch it again so he gets the Underlord matchup by default. So here's my prediction for what the lanes are going to look like.
Okay.
Quap will be in the Dire off lane. The Underlord will be in the Dire safe lane. The Ursa will be in... Hold on. The Dire off... Wait, no. Oh my god.
Dude,
I've
you need
drawn
to
a
like
map.
write this down. Do you have like
I'm
a?
writing this down. This is like political
Do you
theory.
have like a whiteboard?
I need a whiteboard. I
this
feel like
out?
I'm like Charlie Day in the...
Dire team banned.
God, what was the...
Pepe Silva.
Pepe Silva, yeah, there you go. That's the one. Okay, I'm drawing a map.
Who is Pepe Silva? You're drawing a map.
I'm drawing a map of the Dota map. Where's my pen?
Bro, tell me you got
Got
that.
that .38 big pen. I got a nice ballpoint pen right now. I'm pretty happy with it.
I
But
need
it's
to get a
pilot.
good pen.
Dire team
I have
pick.
like a bunch of old stuff.
Dude, good pens are the best.
Yeah, all my pens like they have to wake up.
Right, whiteboard this out. What's happening?
Okay, I'm just drawing circles with my pen right now. Just really trying to get the ink out.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
Okay.
All right, this is a bad pen. I'm not using this one. It was good a couple weeks ago.
10
Not this one.
seconds remaining.
Oh, this one works, thank God. All right. So we have Dire,
5 seconds
Dire.
remaining.
Radiant. Okay, so this Quap will be in the off lane
Why is that?
because that's sort of like the meta with off lane Quap. You pick it against melee carries. You just dagger them throughout the whole lane, and you actually have a really good attack animation, and you just play it as a 1 from the off lane.
Okay.
This is where you need to play the hero to kind of make it work. The off
Okay.
lane. I think you can run it safe lane as well. I think just like the shape of it doesn't really work for you that well. But so the Quap will be in the Dire off lane. I wrote it on the wrong side.
Right.
Losing it right now.
Radiant team pick.
Therefore, the Underlord. Oh my God, what is this? Okay, so it's Quap mid. All right, everything's out the window. All right. I thought they were
Please tell
gonna
me
do
you just
like-
ripped out that page of your notebook and threw it
No.
away.
Yeah, hold on. Here we go. There we go.
Incredible.
Everything's out the window. I was so excited they'd be picking this Quap carry thing. I think it'd be neat. I think they'd like outsmart themselves, and the Ursa would actually lane against the Underlord. They picked Terrorblade. They could be TV mid. You never know. The TV mid's kind of bad. All right, this last hero better have a way against outside of Clogs.
Choose
This
your
works. Yeah, this counts.
It does. Although, the cogs do count. Like, as a spear target. So you technically keep him inside cogs, but you can
you
still
double
use
him?
it. Yes, I don't know if
I
it
think you
moves
could
him
push
far
him out of
enough,
Cogs.
though.
It's like 400 distance, right?
I don't know if it moves him far enough, dude. I don't think it does.
Ooh. Well, we're probably gonna find out.
Yes,
Right.
probably.
DTF is probably like, which of these heroes can I go on? Oh, there's this guy. Maybe I can
What
go
is
on
this
him.
Piranha mount? You could, like, put your arrow through there and then, like, crossbow it through the horns. That'd be kind of cool.
It's kind of tight. Yeah, okay. I can get behind it.
Yeah, and
What
then you,
is
like,
it,
pull
though?
it back and then it shoots it. It's just the horns, dude. It's like a little ornament that's attached
But it's
to
like
the
a
horns.
cat. Cats don't have horns.
It's a lion.
It's not a lion.
It's either a lion or a tiger.
I think it's a tiger. Tigers don't have horns.
Well, what if it's a mountain goat? Bruh, it's
This is
totally a
possible.
legit animal.
I think it's a mountain goat then. I think I'll give you that.
I think it's a mountain goat.
Like, dude, this guy has the TV Arcana. He means
Clockwork
business.
has 0 items.
All right, here we go.
That's
Who's
a bit.
dying?
We got.
We have a taunt, we have a struggle, and then we have see you later, nerds. Okay. Ursa died. Okay, Ursa died. There we go. 1 death, 2 deaths.
3.
TB is like TB. Oh, 3 deaths.
TV glitched out. I don't know what the hell happened.
Yes.
I don't know what the hell happened over there.
Dude, I was like, is this guy like trying to show off or something? But no, he just glitched out. I was like, oh, that's good. That's hard.
Okay, anyway, whole city Barana going on with Cello top. It is, they forgot to mark the win. Who won first game? It's 0-1, right?
Were they the other way around last time? Hold on.
Isn't it 0-1?
Yes, so 1.
Run like the dogs you
Throw
are.
that in there. I promise I'll call him Jeremy this game, or J3R. I don't know if I can say J3R. That's a lot. That's a mouthful. Jeremy. Jur. How about Jur?
I like Jur.
Jur.
was
It's just
unsure
kind of
about
like
it.
a slurring when you're in the middle of a fight. Be like, oh, and in comes Jur, and it's just like, what? The fuck did he just say?
Come to Jur, dude. Listen, man, this is what he does.
30 seconds to battle.
Oh, here we go.
He's checking for a ward.
Nicely done.
It's on the wrong side though. Oh, now he's gonna see it. Yep.
Wait,
He
what?
gets it.
That's so sick.
Yeah, you didn't know you could do that?
No, I did not.
I told you, he's checking for a ward, dude.
That's incredible. That's what?
Just easy plays right there.
So I guess if you're standing, if you're
Yeah,
standing in this
and it's
whole
always
premise-
gonna catch it, right? Unless it's like way over here, like,
Gotcha.
which usually it isn't. So.
Yeah. I think this is like.
And you can do it. You can't really do it on the other side because of these trees right here, right? And like, yeah, I think maybe you can stand right there potentially, and the tower can't see you, but the ward can. But
Oh, this is Void
yeah, over
Spirit
here
mid.
it's a bit easier.
This might be rough. I think this is an incredibly quap favorite matchup.
I mean, he can dodge out dagger once he gets to simulate, right?
Yeah, but I mean. Cooldown.
Oh, arrow top into jaw. They're just getting a lot of harassing, but top lane, yeah. I think you've played the TB before on your team, although you didn't play it. It was
That was me.
wasn't it Nifham? Oh no,
I
or
played
was
TB.
it you?
No, I played the TB on our team. Did we have this matchup? No, you had this
Yeah.
night.
Well, no, you. Well, I didn't play Mars that game. I forget what the hell I played, but
I think
didn't
it
we
was
play
tied.
a BO3?
No, we played 2.
No, it was a scrim. We played each other in a BO3 scrim, I thought, and then we also played in a.
Oh yeah, that one was more recent. You're right.
Yeah, I can't remember which one was which.
Well, I might be able to find those games. I haven't played.
But yeah, it was the TB. I think we've had an update since then too, because it was like a month ago at this point.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the case.
Is
I
RT2L already in its like 5th week? I don't know.
think it's 4.
Arrow just missed top again. Early on, Enchantress is pretty killable. Same thing with TB. Is Metamorph already on cooldown? He got up to 6 CS early on.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
We don't want to trade too much of your whole city, although if he's walking away from you like that, you probably want to go. Nika's taking a bit of damage bottom. He's got a lot of stacks up. Clockwork actually going for level 1 cogs. Interestingly enough, Nika maybe could have committed for that there. To get that kill, he got 3 stacks up into the Clockwork.
There are a lot of creeps on him, and Ursa doesn't even have a Quelling Blade. Actually, he needs to play kind of carefully. This is the same build he went last game, actually, where he goes Tangos, Sticks, and an Orb. So he foregoes an early Quelling Blade, which is unusual in melee heroes. I think it can work. I think he's playing a hero that can make use of the Orb. But I would use to get it later. Ench has a ghost.
Dude,
Rest in
it's
peace,
the
top lane.
ghost.
Ghost
It's-
is legit,
It's the
right?
ghost. It
I'm
literally
Googling
doesn't
this.
have a better name. It's just ghost.
Dota 2 Ghost.
Oh, arrow in. This might be first blood here, especially with. Yep, there you go. God's Rebuke. I couldn't come up with a name before the kill happened. But down goes Ravioli, and it's a great start for Polar compared to last game. DTF might go down too. No, Nika is going to get the pushback. Cookie not coming in time from Trickster. Is going to live on the Clockwork there.
Nice arrow. This is the lane I fear the most. Not because of the Mars, but because of this Mirana. I am an arrow magnet, especially on TB. I just stop
TB's a
him.
big model, dude.
He's big.
I mean, he is using a lot of arrows on creeps right now. Interesting.
Well, he is He is throwing arrows occasionally into the wave to where TV might be standing. And that's honestly enough to just like make me scared for my life here.
He's doing okay bottom on Pit Lord though. This is supposed to be a most favored matchup, but not doing too bad. Clockwork actually had to go all the way back to the base, and now is walking or TPing back to the lane.
Dude, this is rough. This guy's going the beta male 2016 onward Ursa build here, or 2018 onward. Why the Battle Fury? Be a man.
I think that's just like how you play this hero, but I think he needs to get an early level in Earth Shock if they really want to find a kill. I think it's just worth it into a Clockwork too, honestly.
I think it's...
They
there
could,
it is. Perfect.
Like right now, they could definitely go on.
Yeah, get at him.
They could definitely just go on Cookie forward too. There's the slow, just a couple more hits. Doesn't have the overpower, but it might not even matter. One more right click does find the kill. Is gonna get pitted up once again. DTF cannot find the kill there. And now we're seeing the counter.
Nice.
There we go. Perfect.
Not too bad. Deny from Hull City onto the ward. Feels pretty good.
Sir?
Bounty runes?
Oh my god, that's
interesting.
right on time.
Prize is mine.
Yeah, 2 bounty runes bottom going to Dire, and I believe 2 going to Radiant, so it is 2-2.
Right. Fun
On
fact,
those.
this
Arrow into the TB and the spear, but I don't think they have enough right click. Cello's just so low. They are going to commit for this, but Ja just turns it.
John knows his limits, man. All right.
Perfect voice line, too. 70 health remaining. It was a hell of an arrow, but just no follow-up from Cello since he was already so low.
Dude, this guy watches anime. 100%. Oh, that was the arrow. Yeah, if that was me on TV, I would be dead right now to a spear.
Oof. Might get a kill on Zphyr mid. Yes, Jeremy does find it. Arrow did miss from Hull City. It was a little bit hard of a setup. To bottom lane too, they might find Mikey again. No, can't really commit too far. Maybe Trickster doesn't have a cookie. DTF could potentially go for this, but he doesn't want to run an Nika. Oh god, that's what feels bad. He might just lose Clockwork. No, he gets cogs and runs out of mana. Not enough there. And top lane, they lose the Marana. It's Jeremy again. He just got a kill. He's level 7 to the level 5 of the Void Spirit.
Yeah,
Hell of a series for Jeremy so far.
the Void Spirit got gone on, and then the Marana rotated, and they both died. That's what happened.
I think that's, I mean, that's a little, like, toxic there. Just a little bit. Nika maybe looking for a kill. They're so low on TTF, though. He doesn't want to commit too hard for this. Doesn't have any kind of regen either. You do have a couple. You have a Mango as well as a Soul Ring up on Mikey. But, dude, we're still even in this game. This is looking like it's going to be a close one.
I was,
Rotation bottom.
Okay, let's see it, sir.
Dude, I think
these
they get
guys
this. Mikey just walked a little bit too far. This is like a really easy kill now, especially with the Aether Remnant going to come out. Gets the nice pit, but it's just not far enough. Gets the Dissimulate to hit.
All right.
Anywhere you can go, I can be
Good.
waiting.
Nice. Love to see
Pit
it.
Lord dying twice in lane. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Middle tower is
Usually don't want to die like that 3 times on Pit Lord. I think Pit Lord's similar to like TA in that aspect where your utility items are going to get delayed so far if you can't get like an early pipe or an early mech and you're dying just way too many times. It's not exactly the tankiest hero by nature either.
Oh my god, dude. Alright, Jur's playing rude this game. He has 4 points in shadows.
Cello is going to hit the spear away, but they get the slow coming in. Blink forward from Jeremy. Easy kills there. Has the ult up too, but Marana with a couple more leaps away. Doesn't want to commit too hard for that.
Oh, he has like a Q Immortal actually. It's really nice.
Does he?
Yeah, the Quap.
No, yeah, he does. I haven't seen it yet though. I need to see him dagger or something. I haven't like actually. I mean, I've seen him throw a dagger, but I haven't like actually paid attention to it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, he is the standard for Quap dagger levels is 2 in the mid lane, but this is
Oh yeah, there's the dodge.
good play.
Thought we'd see a couple of times.
He has counterplay. It's like Ember Spirit with Sleight of Fist.
Yeah, and he might just die here. This is a dead Void Spirit. What the? Okay. That was interesting. He just backed up and like let his dagger proc him one more time. I thought he'd just go for the scream there and I got the kill as quickly as possible, but he's very determined to make something happen. Trickster does have a cookie away in 1 second. Gets out of the cogs, not gonna die. TP bottom.
Go.
Coming out, arrow does come through. It connects too. Hell of an arrow was not even spotted. Whole city from way downtown.
I want to get in the minds of really good Mirana players. Like, how do you throw those arrows?
You just confidence,
How does
dude.
you know?
That's just confidence. You don't know. It's like, how do you hit blind hooks on Clockwork, right? Like, I just feel them. I can't explain them. Like,
I've never.
dude, every time I throw a blind hook on Clockwork, I know if it's gonna hit or not. You know, like I know.
Insane. You have the feel for the hero.
Yeah.
I think that's me with like.
It's like a sixth sense.
I think I have that on like Puck, where I know when I need to be escaping, and I know how to do that. Like I have that like high level skill.
Top lane, we're gonna lose Ravioli. Easy Marzel.
Yeah, it's a squishy hero, right? Like 640
Well, I would
HP.
say Puck's a bit different. Like you just kind of know,
Much different.
you know exactly what abilities you need to use to get out, right?
But like it's like that intuition of knowing a hero at like a high level, right?
Yeah.
I just don't have that with Puck.
It's great. It really feels like I can throw a hook and I know it's gonna land. It's like
Bot lane.
there are some arrows where I'm just like I throw it and I'm like, yeah, this isn't hitting, but
Yeah. All right, this Void Spirit is running. This is not what
easily
you
able to get out too. I think Jeremy might have just gone too far. Does get a nice quap ult, but they bring down the quap instead. They do lose the Mirana there. In comes the Snapfire with an ultimate, running at him at Clockwork. Not gonna live though. DTF does not survive. Zphyr almost fell himself, but it's 2 kills for 1 in the bot lane. A very slippery Mirana hero going down, however. And we're still dead even. A lot of space for Cello top at the same time. That's interesting that you can still arrow creeps through invulnerability or fortify. And they still die. I actually didn't know that.
Really? Oh, that's kind of neat.
Nika just used ultimate. Jeremy, I think, could just turn this. They don't have a stun though, so just TP on the Snapfire.
He's doing it. Nika's doing it. Let's go. Let's go Battle Fury.
Dude, this is Scar. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Okay, he didn't go the right build. You're not supposed to get 1 point in like
I think
W.
you just. I think you go like. Isn't the actual build like Mom into Skull Basher?
This is brand spanking new, dude. You go right into Battle Fury. You go SNY.
Why does nobody buy Echo Saber on Ursa? That's an actual question. I guess it's just because you don't scale with the strength.
The stats don't really do anything for
Yeah.
him. Like he likes the mana regen, but it's very
If
easy
only
to
Ursa was a strength hero, dude. Although then his attack speed would be garbage. Echo Saber Clockwork, that's what I need to start doing. Get the eggs too. Ooh. If eggs refreshes the Echo Saber proc, oh my goodness. Be hitting for like 20 damage.
Boom, there it goes.
Clockwork top, not really able to do much here. That tower actually just falling. Joe or Jeremy has the ultimate back up. Nika has his as well, so he can't really commit for an Ursa kill. One. A little bit of a smoke gank mid. They're gonna try and find Mikey. Getting the pings out. Do they want to open it with an arrow or something? Cello just running through the jungle. Gonna run into Jaw. Jaw is so low right now, and he doesn't have the Sunder either. He's just gonna get stunned up and bursted down. Very useful ultimate there, trying to go for the ult out. No, he gets taunted, cannot get the ult off on the Pit Lord hook. Over into Trickster, gets the cookie away after the cogs, but it's straight into the root. Trickster is gonna drop Joe or Jeremy jumping in. They need a stun again for Cello, but they just don't have anything. Like, it's just the Clockwork. They get 1 return kill yet again. Onto the Snapfire, but it's definitely not what they wanted. Losing Ja as well as is Mikey.
Players here.
The Mars played that fight extremely well. He like phase boots in and like immediately like arenas and spears.
Yeah, no hesitation. Like he knows he can find that kill.
Yep.
Like as soon as he sees he's low enough, he's like, yeah, if I hit the spear, we're gonna hit arrow, we're gonna hit Snapfire ult. We have the burst. I don't need to worry about Sunder, and it's not like he had mana for it anyway. So that kill was happening no matter what.
Yeah.
S and Y first on TV. What is that?
This is pretty standard. Either you go S and Y or you go Mantha.
Yeah.
There are Mantha games, there are S and Y games. This is an S and Y.
Dude, they are running a jaw again.
That's what you gotta do.
Arena's already back up.
Oh my god, dude, if he dies,
They might find him. They're gonna find him. They see him on a creep wave. Zera actually pops the ultimate. They're gonna get the taunts as well. There really isn't a save for Ja either. Taunt over. No, it misses from Zer. Such a mistake. Otherwise, they get that kill. They do get the arena, but Quap's already outside of it. Has the blink anyway.
Nice Sunder.
I think they know the arrow over onto Jeremy. They're gonna find Jeremy. What the heck? Whole city is somehow connecting on all of these. Fortunately, you'll find a return kill onto Zer. But it's still 2 for 1. How many of these fights are gonna go 2 for 1?
I'll be right back.
Whole city is just... he's the sniper. Securing these kills. I can't believe he's doing it. He might just be saving the game for them, honestly. 11-9. They are playing A-okay. Still have Ravioli mid as well as another dude, they're going for it again. There's no way. They can't have enough smokes. There's no way. Okay, they want to try and find kills nonetheless. They don't have the smokes, but they do want the fights. They still haven't even taken this mid tier 1 either, which is just kind of crazy. Like, I don't know, it looks like we're about to go to a game 3. Like, the way Polar is playing, just straight up bodying Banana Hammock in this game. We do have just an update. We are doing Nearly Tilted versus Moonlight Bell. Or not Toilet Bell, just Moonlight. What am I saying? Moonlight after this match, pretty much right after this match. If it goes to a game 3, it'll be right after game 3, hopefully. I might need a cast from Dota TV if that is the case. But no big deal. Should have Brightside joining me for that. Jumping forward onto Mikey. Nika's getting a lot of damage out. Taunt as well, but the cookie misses. He turned around and they're not going to get the stun. They do need to dive a bit longer. Snapfire throwing the ultimate out, and that is such a pesky ult because I think, Mikey, no way are you surviving. Look at the range on that. Dude, how have they not taken Roshan this whole game yet? Nika hasn't even taken the time. He's got the Battle Fury. I like the Kobe call. I respect the Kobe call. Dude, but now you just can't take Roshan's fast with her, so like, look how slow this is, dude. So slow.
No, but it's alright.
We need a rocket flare though. I don't know if he's gonna spot this one out.
It's so fast still.
And he is gonna spot it, but it's just so quick. I don't know if he can get there in time. Yep, nope, he's not.
Oh,
He
it's very short range.
maybe could have made it, but yeah, Hook is pretty short range right now, so he would have had to get like right over there.
So TV has SNY. It's a fairly good item for him. The move speed is really huge, and status resistance is good. So pretty much it. He does need mana right now. I'm worried for him if the fight starts.
Forward.
Dude, this TV is actually hogging the Fated Brooch. Alright, as a carry player, this item is busted. I don't want it on me cooking creeps. You gotta give this a pop, I think. What else is happening? Ursa is
There's
going
two items off of one creep. Yeah, and he's got the vampire
Vampire Fangs now too, which seems pretty good on Ursa, especially when you don't have any other form of lifesteal.
Oh no, there's a Vlad's.
Wait, who has the Vlads, dude?
Mars.
Oh,
Isn't a blink
he's
yet.
just not here. Yep.
This guy's been making plays without a blink dagger. I think that's really cool.
He's just running in with the phase boots.
Yeah, he knows his limits.
Mid, they might find Zphyr, but they just don't have the lockdown for it at the moment. Arrow through, not gonna connect this time. It's onto the creep.
So
Still
Zphyr
12
has
to
gone-
9.
Yeah, pretty even.
Dude, I mean, Polar's taking control of this game though. Ursa's gonna start to get out of control.
Is this Underlord building? He's going pipe?
Uh,
I don't know if pipe's the item this game.
who's he getting again? I mean, it feels like the whatchamacallit is a bit better. The other version of pipe, Crimson Guard.
Yeah. The other version of pipe, I
It's
mean, you're right.
basically pipe except for attack damage, dude. Like that's how I always think about
Yeah.
it. Yeah, but it definitely feels like a Crimson Guard is a little bit more necessary here. I mean, there's a little bit of magic damage, especially into a Snapfire as well, but it's probably not the bulk of it. If you can get rid of some of Versus damage up the top, like the exponential damage curve he gets is really going to be slowed down, and it's all about flattening the curve, right? Like
That is what would happen.
Cello might just pop ult here. Is he just gonna pop ult here? He's going for the Pit Lord ult out, gets a stun, but yeah, they're not killing him in time.
Cello is
Might have been
showing
able to
its
find it, but it'd still be pretty hard.
I think there is kind of a significant farm disparity between him and Mikey right now. There's just like, I don't know. He's building smaller items, which I think helps. And they give you commit for this pipe right away. It'd be a little hard to fight for it. Meanwhile, Vlad's is 2,000 gold.
Oh,
play
arrow
mid.
mid
Oh.
on to Jeremy. They find it with the Yules, and they have enough burst. They even had the Aether Remnant still in stow. Like, they don't even use all of their disable, and they still have enough damage. Oh, they're gonna get a Yules on Zphyr as well.
Oh, they have 2 Yules now?
Yeah,
It's so good.
yeah, dude. I don't know. This game's getting really hard to play.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, Nika's just running through these buildings now.
You guys also
He's got the
Farming.
Battle Fury. Or not the
farming his passive TV. That's
the
huge.
Basher. I mean, Jaw's got an SNY, working on a BKB, but it's, I mean, BKB could be the game changer. Maybe they try and take a fight after it, but they are going to try and find Jaw, who goes for the TP out, so fortunately for them, this little gank is going to miss, but maybe they can take an outpost instead.
Yeah, SNY BKB is just kind of like a standard build format for TV.
Mm-hmm.
I think people just value the magic immunity and then the status resistance early.
Alright, DTF needs to, like, go bottom and take this outpost, I think. Dude, I told you, like, there's not too much a clock can do. We haven't really seen him have that big of an impact. He is 4-2 at the moment, but, like, 22 minutes into the game, it's 13-9. He's gotten those kills basically off the back end of fights where they lose, like, 2 kills to 1. He's gonna silence mid. Arrow is gonna miss. I think Ravioli is gonna die to Snapfire. Nope, it doesn't quite go long enough.
Aw,
Unfortunately.
still huge range on that ult, right?
Oh yeah, it's huge. Dude. But yeah, even the longest distance there, not quite long enough. Also, there is a shortest distance too, but it doesn't show it on the ability.
Alright, who lucked out with this?
I do like the fact that Dyer is playing bottom. Jaws farming up that bottom lane as well as Clockwork just making space. Like if they do one bottom to try and kill Jaw, they'll run into Clockwork first, and you don't really mind dying on the Clockwork. So,
Like, this clock has items. He's also hoarding the first, like, 3 neutral items. But
Yeah, he is. Because he needs all of them, though. I would stick with the Faded Brooch, but Shovel's pretty nice, too.
Brooch is huge. The Shovel, no one else on the team can carry it right now. I think the bench really wants the Philosopher's Stone.
Shovel's pretty... Like, Shovel's... The only thing that feels useful past, like, 10 minutes is the Bounty Rune, honestly. Maybe 20 minutes, like...
Yeah. I mean, sometimes Ooh, Marana's chasing here. This would be dangerous.
He's gonna hit an arrow. He's guaranteed. He doesn't need the Yule setup, but he will use it, and I think he's pretty good. Spear into a tree after the blink. He can hit the hook out here, but no, he's gonna pop him into cogs, make a little bit of space, but nothing really doing.
Oh well.
Look, like I said, you make space for Jaw, though. They were running bottom to try and kill Jaw. Oh, I should pull up the network. And they don't find the kill.
Yeah. Ursa's going for second item. Abyssal. This usually don't see with Battle Fury. I think people just kind of value Ursa's long fight potential if you go Battle Fury. And
I like the Abyssal, though. I mean, it's basically a blink, right?
It is, and I think it's more lockdown for TB, which is always a good thing. TB is also building BKB, and this is the only
Abyssal
way.
does go through BKB, right?
Exactly, yeah. So it has a lot of value there.
Much, so, but...
He has BKB now. And he's going third item, Butterfly. This is also pretty common.
I mean, he's got to get a couple more items before he becomes the raid boss. Like.
Yep. He also relies on the fact that he has a net worth advantage over the enemy team. But right now, this Ursa has the same net worth as him.
Can they find a kill? They have the two most slippery heroes mid. They are going to get a root onto the Marana, but he just has to leap away, as well as the Cookie.
Oh no!
Hook and the creeps, and that is, it feels bad.
I've been there.
Maybe just expecting that the camp was farmer. He was probably looking mid.
Yeah.
I mean, he knew he used Cookie, so Snapfire was their target. But now they're just going to get ganked. Jaw's the one being ran at. He's got a BKB, and he might just have to use it right now. Is going to pop it, trying to make the turn onto Cello. Down goes Clockwork in the meantime. Is getting caught inside the ult. Kind of just killed himself there. To the cogs. Jaw's BKB on cooldown is almost out of mana, too. Only at 300. Nika's running forward with the Abyssal. Who does he actually want to use it on? It is going to be Jaw. Can they get enough damage? Pit Lord ult is going to go off, and he's not outside of it. They don't have the Spear anymore to move anyone. Nika trying to get a kill onto the Pit Lord before it happens, but doesn't quite get enough damage.
First meta BKB. A little rough. They just kind of ran away from him.
I mean, it feels like that's just gonna happen every single time. Like all they really have for lockdown is the pit.
Yeah, the cogs you can get out of.
Yeah, it's not actual lockdown unless they get, unless everything's on cooldown, basically, and that's probably not gonna happen very often. Like you look at Ursa's leap or shock is on a 6-second cooldown, so that's nothing. Like leap is always gonna be up. Same thing with Void Spirit has Dissimulate and has Astral Step. Like Mars has the Spear, as well as Mars just being tanky, and then Snapfire has Cookie. Like
a lot of options there.
It's a problem with just first picking a clock. Like
yeah. All right, Mikey has the pipe. This is a fairly impactful item for TB because that means illusions don't die very easily. So Jaw is getting some help from this item, which is good.
It's like back when we played clock in RD2L2, we would always I would always suggest picking it like third or fourth because you want it to be good hooking into like at least 2 or 3 heroes. And the main thing too is if their mid is something like an Invoker, like a Leshrac or some other hero that's really good right now that you can hook into and they can't get outside of cogs, it's a good game for you too because you can just rotate mid with level 6. And make something happen. You don't even need level 6 either if your mid's good enough. Fortunately, usually nowadays you don't have the luxury of like third picking a clock because you want to pick something else. Or you've already picked up your offlaner, so it's like, well, we're not going to pick it now. So.
Yeah. Or you could run it where you do. Just going in.
Oh, yep, there. That is not how you want to see a Pit Lord dying right at the beginning of the fight. Marzal into a Quap as well. Has to immediately buy back. All these here is supposed to be tanky, is supposed to be slippery on the Quap, but immediately going down. What an ult from Cello.
Incredibly successful fight. That was like you don't see dives executed that well very often.
Aegis is still up on Nika. Zur maybe jumping forward with it. DD Cog's gonna push him back, but in comes the Zphyr. Doing a little bit of damage, but that just means he can't really hook in right now. Arrow is not gonna connect onto anybody. Pit Lord up in 10. They do use the 4. It's gonna force Polar to back 4 now. They get the stun onto an illusion. That would have been so unfortunate if that was on the job, and so hard kill to get. Mars taking a lot of damage. Hook forward does connect on Nika, but that is not the target. You're kind of trapped in there with Cogs. Abyssal forward over on his Zur. Zur getting a little bit bursted, but still able to just jump away. Nika actually just backed all the way. Zur can maybe tick down. Here is the first Radiant hero to actually die. No, yes, he does finally die to Ravioli. Ravioli might tick down though. Might tick down, does eventually to the Mega Urn there. Arrow comes in from Whole City over on the DTF. They're gonna find another kill for Nika, who has the Abyssal up in 5 seconds. Joker, or not Joker, sorry, Jeremy finding a return kill onto Mars, but Nika just running forward, still just balling out of control. Still has the Aegis. He's gonna come right back up after this. Abyssal is on cooldown. He is gonna get pitted immediately. They have that creep wave bottom too, so they can just hit down the racks. They don't have Mars, they don't have Void Spirit, but it doesn't matter. Nika full health HP, Whole City and Trickster almost the same. And they need to be careful too, because this Abyssal back up in 9 seconds. Maybe wait for the arrow. Okay, it's gonna be up cooldown. They still gotta be so careful though. Arrow, Cookie does come through. But no follow-up. They're just gonna focus down the racks and back off. I think is the right play.
Yep. Another reason Ursa Battle Fury is kind of good. This item gives you 60 damage, so you can hit buildings. As received.
I mean, wait, what is he going right now? What is this?
He's going Satanic.
Oh, we just lost Snapfire. It was a blink forward from Jeremy. Isn't it? I feel like you need a BKB at this point, but.
On the Ursa?
Yeah.
I sense
Well, sometimes carries can kind of like take the status resistance. Like, you can run S and Y Satanic on like PL, for instance, if you're against.
Well, yeah. PL usually doesn't want to buy BKB either.
Exactly, yeah.
Ursa is a different story, though, I think. Ursa, you're fine buying BKB, because then you kind of just become this unstoppable wrecking ball. Like,
yeah, and BKB's not bad here. I think he just feels that he can survive fights with Satanic just as well. Because it is a lot of... Oh my god, wait a second. So, Enrage gives you 50% status resistance. You add Satanic on top of that, and it's...
additive?
Oh, I don't know, actually, because when you buy multiple status resistance items, you get a multiplicative benefit, or geometric benefit.
I think it's additive, because otherwise, I mean, Satanic would be garbage on Ursa then, right? Because you're literally getting less value out of it.
But it's still, you still have the passive. So outside of the ult, you still have like 30%.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it isn't 30% on top of when you pop the ultimate, like 30% on top of 50% to get 80%. Like, I don't.
Yeah, no, that would be, if it's 80, that's insane. That's a great reason to buy it.
Okay, because base status resistance is 0. When he pops it, he gets 50%, shrinking everything by 50. If it shrinks it by another 30, that would be legit, and it probably does. Looking at them, like, just the calculation for it, it probably does. Up top, they pop the Mars ult. They find Ja. No way is he surviving. He even BKB'd. 7 seconds left. BKB charge, and it's, well, that might just be game. I mean, DTF is trying to make some plays bottom, but I think they're gonna lose another lane of Rax here. They don't even need to wait for the next Aegis, because look, I mean, Nika can just go hit buildings. He's using the spider legs to the full potential. Cello doesn't have the ult for another 20 seconds. They also don't have Snapfire ult for a little bit, but yeah, definitely they're gonna lose Rax here. Like, just no way.
Piranha has 3 items. That's crazy. He's playing really well.
Oh my goodness, this is Eggs Mirana, like... Arrow forward, not gonna connect. It almost hits the Enchantress, but do they back here or do they go? I think they could just fight this. Yeah, they blink forward with the Mars, trying to find Quap. They do. There is no buyback either since he already used it in the last fight. They are gonna get the hook in from DTF, but he's still just getting knocked out. Silence up as well. They lose Enchantress. In comes John with the BKB Metamorph, but he's just healing back up on Nika. All that damage pretty much completely wasted. They need to just kite Nika for a little bit. Don't want to commit too much. Meanwhile, Zphyr is doing the exact opposite, trying to find the clock. They do, with a little bit of a God's Rebuke coming in. Blink. Zphyr taking a little bit of damage, getting focused down by Ja, going for the TP away. The arrow connects onto an illusion. Zphyr gets the TP out. No, he cancels it. Goes for the ult, back through. Down goes Snapfire. Ja doing a little bit of damage. In comes Nika, though. Can he keep him locked down? Ja still has the Sunder, but they get the silence. He's healing back up. He has Sunder, but he doesn't get it off. He's down for 60 seconds. And GG is called. We go to a game 3. And yeah, just suiciding the fountain afterwards. Game 3, we go 35 minutes in, 28-14. They double up them in kills. 21k net worth lead.
Oh yeah, pretty solid game there. I think they did something that a lot of teams are not really good at doing, and that is hunting like an illusion hero farming in the jungle. Ja has 4 deaths here, and like 3 of those are just them going on the offensive, you know?
I think the Mars is just like this, a counter you wouldn't really think is a counter either, because they just kept running at him with Mars, popping down the ultimate and then spearing him into it, and then they had the follow-up with Snapfire.
Alright. I unfortunately have to go.
Alright.
But, yeah, I don't know. I thought I might have time for 3 games. I do not.
Okay, no problem. You still got 2.
Alright, dude. I'll see you around then.
Alright, peace out. I might just be alone for this one, but we'll see. We are going to try and get all 3 games in here, plus the next series. Daniel Rose Russell. I think that's his profile pic. Okay. I don't know if I can get a co-caster. Should add draw too. Hold on. I liked adding team captains just so I can like have them. Last Nika. Yeah, okay. Can I get somebody? This is how I find co-casters, by the way. Except when I send messages to Guam, I usually just all caps. I have Brightside for the next series, but unfortunately for this one, I don't have anybody. Sure. I don't think I have anybody else, unfortunately. Oh, there's Moo. There is Vanilla. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, well it's too late. Rip. Just send a G. If Zenbino sends good. I don't think he is. He's typing way too long. That's no, I'm doing something else. That's not. Oh no! My keyboard is very loud. Alright, and anyway, draft in the background. We need to get moving on this too. But yeah, after this I'm casting Nearly Tilted versus Moonlight. So I need to leave this call. So that is the next series. I'll move my mic back here. I need to stand up. Standing break every 2 hours, guys. Every 2 hours. And we are 2 hours, 7 minutes into this. And I've dropped 1,700 frames. Damn it. But that does mean I have casted 4 hours today already. Feels good, man.
10 seconds.
I need to get my standing desk, honestly. I'm gonna turn on the light. Once I get my standing desk, I'm just gonna be so healthy. Like I'm literally gonna be like Captain America after going through the whatever it's called. Just turn into like this super buff dude because I have a standing desk. It's gonna be great. Goes up to like 80 inches too. How tall even is 80 inches? I have a tape. We're just gonna do this because what the hell is that pick? Necrophos pick. 80 inches. Okay, there's no way it goes to 80 inches. That's gotta be width. It's realistically like 50 inches probably. Hold on, is this tape measure even inches? How long is my desk? 60 inches.
5 seconds remaining.
What's the depth on this shit? 30?
Radiant team ban.
60 by 30 inches. And then I also have an L shape, but I can't erase it, which kind of sucks. But yeah, the clockwork picked up. Oh, I need to buy some 3M Velcro. Anybody watching right now, ping me like right now,
10 seconds
and tell me to buy 3M
remaining.
Velcro, so I remember to buy 3M Velcro, so I can hook up a power strip to the bottom of my desk. These are just errands that I need to run in the middle of casting. We do have another early clockwork pick, but this one's a bit better because it's third pick technically, since they already showed 2 heroes from Polar, and they pick up the PL as well. Easy way to get outside cogs. Like Brewmaster, same thing. I think Brewmaster is still the counter for PL too, because you can just purge away all the illusions. Still very strong.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
The same thing too. I'm not sure exactly what they want to go here. It feels like Banana Hammock could pick up an Invoker again if it isn't banned. Okay, they did ban it. They did ban it. Fortunately for them. I need to change the text to 1-1. 1 second. So we are in game 3. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what you pick up here. Maybe you go for your mid lane, like you can pick it at 4, but they do have 2 picks to counter it then. Maybe we get a Necrophos off lane with a PL safe, and they go their other support. And they do.
Team
Our Spirit picked up and immediately. I love the pace from Banana Hammock. It's huge to get these big hero picks out like immediately. Give them as little time to think as possible. And I don't know. The Quack ban makes a lot of sense. I think you have to be afraid of this Earth Spirit still too. If you're a Banana, like if he's gonna be roaming a lot early, you cannot pick a mid laner that's really vulnerable to that. Like an SF would be a death spell right now, I think. And I don't think they go that anyway. But since Invoker's out of the pool,
10 seconds remaining.
Puck, maybe.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know if you want to run a Puck mid though. Maybe a TA again, but they do have an Earth Spirit for that. Monkey King, Ember Spirit. I don't think you go Storm this game because they do have this silence from Earth Spirit too. They have a lot of lockdown for a Storm. OD. I think that's the play. You go OD here.
Radiant team pick.
Oh, it was the other one that I said. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, well, it was one of the ones that I said. Okay, mid for Polar. Into a Puck. They don't have the Quap pick. That's immediately usually what I go to. They have a TA potential here. They do have a big potential for a TA. We could see them run DK maybe. They need a little bit more tank.
Templar assassin.
Choose your hero.
Bruh. That's the first time in my life. That's technically 2 for 2. I thought OD was the play, but I also said Puck. So I'll give myself the win there. I'm like the Obama picture giving himself a medal. But no matter. Zphyr on that TA. We also have Jeremy on the Puck. And that's probably going to be the mid lane matchup. And I feel like that's just, you know, you pick the TA here because it's just good. Into the Puck, straight up. And it should be Ja and Ravioli on Animage and Winter Wyvern respectively, going up into Cello and potentially Whole City or Trickster. I think you go Necrophos or Spirit in the off lane, and then Nika's gonna play with Trickster into Mikey and DTF on Brewmaster and Clockwork. Nika, of course, playing PL and Trickster on that Ancient Apparition. Still very good games for Cello so far. I really like his performances. Especially Mirana last game. That was insane, dude. Like, hell of a Mirana game. Nobody's dying. Okay, and we start the game before 7, so I think I'm good. The next game I'm casting starts at 8, so we should be good.
I'll give them a drubbing they'll not soon forget.
How close was that?
Everybody died except for 2 of them. Okay. Let's see where we get from here.
Prepare for battle.
Pull up that CS. I promise, I'll remember to do over to CS this time. Or over to net worth this time. I promise. I forget every single time, but I promise this game I will. Zphyr mid on that. I think TA wins this matchup. Again, TA has the ability to go to the jungle. We're not going to see the same play where he's going to deward this mid ward. He maybe could do it on Joker. Because you actually can dodge the tower hits too. You just have to make sure the tower is targeting you. But he's not going to go for it. Maybe just looking at top instead, which they can commit for. I think it's going to be early battery assaults coming out of DTF. And they just go really aggro on a Cello.
30 seconds to battle.
Potentially just commit for that. Trickster as well, bottom. They run 3. It is Nika and Trickster, like I said. Whole City bottom for now, but he's probably going to start running top. Can't really trade too well with AM, so he might stay bottom, but we'll see. Maybe they give Cello the free lane, or just a solo lane. It's kind of a suicide, but they do spot him over here. They will end up getting 3 bounty runes because they're not playing aggressive enough into Mikey. 3 bounty runes going to Banana Hammock, and that's a great start to a game 3. Where it kind of just comes down to, you know, we're past the drafts, we're past who's better as a team. We know these teams are pretty even. Who's going to make all the little plays to take the series? And yeah, it actually is Whole City rotating top too. Maybe looking at early levels in Battery Assault. I have bought more into the Boots first Clockwork. Maybe getting an Orb of Venom. Doesn't want to trade up too much with this Earth Spirit. He could just turn this with Battery Assault, but I don't think he wants to trade with an Orb of Venom hero. Him with Boots, he can just run out of here and not worry about this at all. He's already got 360 move speed. That's like literally insane. Roll up on Whole City, but again, DTF, I'm surprised at how passive he's playing. He is going to block the roll. Maybe they can find a little bit of damage into Whole City, but it doesn't want to dive that tower. A lot of that damage missed Whole City. Just rolling into Clockwork and then kind of realizing, well, I can't really do too much. DTF maybe just rotating mid, looking for a courier. But Zphyr hasn't actually bought anything out yet, is actually waiting on a wand, and I think he just saw, yeah, that's a yellow ping. Whole City seeing the Clockwork mid, he's just going to rotate through, but it does mean that he's going to be a little bit safe. It's actually a drawing. Whole City just calling this out completely. You know that courier is a-okay mid. So Jaw top, let's see how much space does this guy have. Who's going to hit their timing first? I believe the problem with AM this game is that his timing is going to be really late. The thing is, Jaw is one of the better carries in League of Lads. So his farming speed and his efficiency is pretty good. You saw them, they were able to contain Jaw last game, and that's mostly why they won the game. Into his TB. If they can do it again this game, he's playing an AM, which doesn't really have too much of an impact before AM gets a couple of items, as DTF does lose his courier, but there's a lot of creeps over here to tank the Battery Assault, but I think they're just going to get this first blood with right clicks. Maybe Mikey's going to go down. No, DTF gets the last right click. Is going to get the freeze over onto the Panda, but Nika just trading up with DTF, doing way more damage. It's always surprising to me how much damage PL level 1 does. I mean, basically level 1. He has 66 damage right now. Just ridiculous. I think PL hits a timing faster than AM does, though. Like, if Nika wants to go Diffusal first, he can start fighting with the rest of his team a lot earlier than an AM can. They might just, again, no, they don't get the Cox. The freeze coming out from Trickster. Just unfortunate there. They almost get the second kill there, and that's a real feels bad as Trickster if he does die again. But it's obviously as he's throwing out the chat wheel there, so it feels good. Mana wasted. You don't have to worry about having to walk back to lane without boots. Look how slow this hero is. 285. Disgusting. Yeah, top lane Jaw still getting pretty decent harass into him too. 9-5 on that hero. Zphyr is actually 17 and 11 on the mid lane. Actually doing really well into this puck, but I think this is kind of what we expected too. Like, you just pick the counter. You have that last pick counter with the TA, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to win that mid lane. We do lose AM top. Jaw's gonna drop. Ravioli just dove it. Had nothing to do. Whole City rolling in. It looks like a couple of heal bombs from Cello. And just nothing really an AM can do. Mid lane too. Maybe we lose DTF, and PL the Illusion is gonna get the kill. DTF dropping, and he loses his courier yet again. 2 kills going to Polar early. And not much to think about outside of that. Like, pretty Radiant favored so far, the kills they are finding. Do lose the Clockwork. Actually, yeah, they lose Clockwork AM and they trade Trickster for it. And that was just that first blood. It's not really too big of a deal. A lot of damage top again, too. But unfortunately, Jaw still has to pop another salve. It's just the constant, like, degen from a Heartstopper as well. There is another Siren going by. Nothing I can do about it. It's, of course, a fire shark, too. It happens constantly. Don't worry about it. There's not a fire in my building. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's fine. At some point, I won't be here anymore. You won't hear that anymore. Cello gonna get slowed up top. He's taking a bit of damage. He's also out of the mana for the heal, but he does have a salve to follow this up, as well as a mango heal back into Jaw. I think what maybe they could do is Whole City could rotate somewhere else. Potentially go bottom and just try and find a kill. Feels like the only way they're gonna kill a panda early is if Whole City rotates. Because I don't think they find a kill without a stun at the very least, and they don't really have one in order to guarantee that the Cold Feet is going to pop. DTF, I think, is just looking for last hits on these creeps here. He might just drop even. A couple of right clicks. Trickster just brings him down. And he can just last hit these creeps too. They're doing 0 damage to him almost. 3-1, that's another death on the clockwork. Top lane still dominating too. They have to use a lot of this heal on Jaw. I mean, he gets the early Ring of Regen. Just, I think that's just value too. You don't really buy into anything with it. You can go Meteor Hammer AM. Feels good. I want to see it. Meteor Hammer AM. Cello's gonna have level 6 here soon too. The only thing you have the Ring of Regen for is just to counteract the Heartstopper aura, and it still just barely does that. Roll 4 does miss. Whole City, unfortunately. Not gonna connect with that one, so they can't actually find the kill on the Jaw. They also had the heal from Ravioli too, so I don't think they can find that. Nika's getting gone on bottom. Doppelganger already used. They have a slow clap into Nika, but he gets the run away. I don't think it's the right direction though. He could have maybe just walked out. He is definitely dead. After that, there's not a save there from the AAA. Trickster, I mean, there's not much you can do anyway, even if you're there. Roll through, connects onto Ravioli. It's a little bit of a slow. Might be able to get a couple of hits in, but he doesn't want to dive this too far on Cello. All the creeps in the trees, the tower isn't going to focus them. I think maybe, no, Cello's just telling him, we can't really dive this, my dude. If you hit another roll, then yes. But there just aren't creeps here right now. The courier is coming through. Slow is going to miss. Now Cello is able to dive with the creeps. Roll misses. A rare miss from Whole City, but it doesn't matter. Cello getting the last hit. This Whole City last game playing the Mirana too. I misstated that in the early game when I said he was hitting the arrows. It was Whole City. I don't know what is happening mid. Zphyr is still just owning though, it looks like. He's getting all of the runes on Jeremy. Slow over into Clockwork. Again, there's not too much you can do to turn this with the battery assault. Nika looks like he has treads coming on the courier. They get a slow primal split popped onto the panda. They want to try and bring down Trickster, maybe follow it up with a kill onto Nika, who has a doppelganger though, but they can just keep diving. They find the right one. There's the purge. That's the counter you look for, and they can just keep diving for Nika. Doppelganger has such a long cooldown, level 1. TP bottom from Whole City, still going on DTF, but he doesn't have battery assault or cogs to try and follow it up. Mikey's a little low underneath the tower. It's focusing him. It has vision. Nika's actually ran back to try and kill off DTF. Mikey's still just fighting up Whole City. Doesn't want to trade too much. Whole City has a roll in 5 seconds. If he hits this, I think it's a guaranteed kill. Nika just running forward, doesn't have the slow. Whole City with the roll, and he doesn't get it. Unfortunately, doesn't get it onto DTF either. They hit the slow. Nope. Not even then. Just unfortunate there. He didn't want to go for the blind roll into the trees. And Panda gets away with his life. 2k gold lead, and a lot of it's, I mean, we just swap over net worth right now, I promise. A lot of it's, yeah, just the core is out farming right now. supports are a little bit behind, but really where it's at, they're kind of top heavy. What that means too, these support kills really don't matter, but if they can find kills onto PL, onto TA, they're going to be having very great games from then on, but they don't quite have a hook yet, which is kind of what you need, I think, in order to get them. You just want to back off. Zphyr was walking over and he doesn't want to tank up too much, but I think DTF just knows now he's probably dead. Slow coming in from Trickster. Gets a chilling touch, but they're not going to keep chasing. DTF still just too quick. He's at 380 move speed with the wind lace. Top lane, Cello is just owning the lane too. Again, they're doing such a great job containing Ja that I don't know how much of an impact he's going to have. It's just another hard game for Ja. Maybe Trickster can... Nope, there is not a singular way Trickster is going to live. They do get a freeze over onto Mikey, but again, just nothing to follow it up. Nika's almost completely out of mana, but he does have 2 mangoes if they do go on him. Still, Banana Hammock just finding a lot of kills around the map, and that's really how you gotta make space for Ja. It's so even right now in terms of where their carries are at. Banana Hammock's finding all the kills, but where's their core into the mid game? I'm not sure they're gonna have any sort of carry. They need to find these kills instead. Pulling him in with the cogs. He went for the pushback. He didn't mean to do this. Heal in onto the clockwork to keep him alive. Zphyr's getting focused up by the puck too. In comes the A ult. Maybe it's gonna hit TTF. No, it hits onto the 2 supports instead, as well as the Panda split. DTF not gonna die here. They could throw Cello up too, so there is no way Necrophos is gonna chase out this one. Free kills onto the TA there. I think again, he kind of missed his cogs, but it doesn't really matter. That's a great play from Ravioli. I mean, Ravioli starting to maybe channel a little bit of his inner Calypsis. We'll see how the ultimates go, though. We'll see how the ultimates go. I mean, that's really what matters. Calypsis is like the full package when it comes to playing Wyvern, so. Ja still, I mean, he's working on a Battle Fury 12 minutes in the game. He went Shreds first, like, kind of feels like you have to, though. Another rotation top from Nika to farm up into Ja. I think maybe you just leave Necrophos in that lane, but instead he's just gonna run bottom AL flying through. They find a kill onto Mikey. One of the harder ones to get. Panda pretty tanky as well, as he's able to just pop out and survive. Surprisingly, Radiant's still up 2k gold, even with the kill into TA, but now it's Cello on top of the net worth. He is definitely the next target if you're a Clockwork. And how do they kill him, though? I'm not quite sure they can. They need the puck. They need the puck for sure. And probably a Panda split as well. Because you got to hit that silence. I don't know if you're going to be able to get the coil through, but for sure you need the puck. He's only got 1,000 health, so with the silence plus battery assault, like, it's definitely doable. Really do like the warding coming out from DTF too. He's just trying to get rid of a lot of the cliff wards that could be happening. Forward, Mikey still doesn't have a blink. They just want to get him out of the jungle. There's the hook forward, getting the pods pushed back this time into the slow. Clap as well. Do they have enough damage to follow this up? He's going to go into the Shadow Realm. Cello gets banished in the middle of it. Enough battery assault, and again, Ravioli with the save, though. No way are they killing off this Clockwork. They can even keep diving if they want to. Blue split is up. Ja even rotates down. And that's what you want to see. I didn't think he would actually show up to this, but if he can find kills, it's like, why not? Puck coil does snap, and they're going to be able to get another kill. No, it actually goes to Ravioli, but Ja still able to just farm up some creeps down here now. He's gotten some space for himself. Showing up to this fight. Maybe I kind of surprised they didn't go for the tier 1. Based on how low that tier 1 tower is. Maybe Mikey's just gonna run down there now. He does see Cello standing underneath the tower. The city is just taunting forward, taking a little bit of damage. They don't power now. They do have the hook, but the roll not quite too far away, but they don't want to focus that. They want to focus bottom instead. Cello gonna get the ult on top of him, hook through if they even need to use it, but I don't think so. Now they could use it. He's got the 4 staff away, but it just doesn't matter. Still ticks down to Mikey. Maybe Jaw dies here. Maybe Jaw dies here. I think he's gonna tick down. The heal, it doesn't actually do anything. Okay. So insanely close. You definitely do not want Jaw to die right there. He's gonna live. Roll through. Stun misses. Jaw could turn this. He is gonna get silenced up as well. He knows there isn't an AL, but there's the stun. Could just run forward at this. Looks like DTF didn't really communicate well. In comes the AL. Cannot hit Jaw. It does not. It's a good thing he didn't commit for it either. They do lose the tower. The AL almost certainly hits if Jaw wants to commit for that. Still waiting for the blink dagger on Zphyr, but they killed him quite a bit. Slowing him down. It's still a 2k gold lead, and I think that's mostly because Nika's just been farming top this whole time. Working on the defusal, which he now has. We're 15 minutes into the game, and Nika's an item ahead of Jaw at the moment. Jaw still has a little bit to go for this Battle Fury, and it's the same thing with TA too. Zphyr an item ahead of Jaw as well. It's a little bit more expensive on an AM too, though, because you don't hit your timing on AM until you get Battle Fury Manta. And I think that's just a detriment to the hero in this patch, is like you need 2 items on this hero. Which means your team needs to make space for you until you get those 2 items. His rotation to that fight is super interesting though. Like, it secures them the last hit on the tower. Well, they actually didn't get the last hit on the tower, but it secures them the tower nonetheless. If they wanted to take it. And they also get a couple more kills in the jungle. Jaw still just doing okay. Mikey rolls away. Let's get kicked. Whole city potentially get dove. There is another hook too, but it misses. DTF. A little bit of a juke there from Whole City. He saw it coming. Very a nice play there from Whole City.
And it's off.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That's right. What I mean, he probably, like, when you're a Clockwork player, you just know you're gonna miss those kinds of hooks. You just know. NBD. Might be able to hit another rocket down here too. I don't think they know Whole City is still down here. Do you get the slow over onto DTF, as well as a Deso hit. Stun coming in. Maybe they find the Earth Spirit. Yes, they do. Cello is not going to be able to get the lockdown either. Was looking for the Scythe there, because he knows Zphyr is right there and gets the burst from the Meld Strike. So I think it kills. Obviously the stun. The disable isn't exactly long. 1.5 seconds. Stun, damage is dealt at the end of the stun, yeah. It's 0.9, so you basically need to get them to half health. Mid lane, they lose Jaw. Whole City with the roll in. And just easy kills for an Earth Spirit. They are gonna look for a smoke. Not the greatest time to do Roche, methinks, because they are going to be running straight through this. They see them inside of here. Yes, they do. DTF just running into the coil. Do they have enough crowd control for this, though? AL coming through. There's a lot of damage going out on TA, as well as Whole City. They find the return kill onto DTF, but it doesn't matter. They've lost everybody inside the pit. It's complete massacre. Roshan killed off Zphyr. What? Roshan kills Zphyr, but they still find 2 kills. So it's not that big of a gold deficit. At least you get 1 deny. 8 to 12. 3 of them coming off the back of that. Just an unfortunate time for Roche. Had so much to throw in there. They don't even need to use the Wyvern ult either. Kind of just caught out. Puck's got a lot of crowd controls, as well as Panda. Like, I think maybe you could smoke into Roche now, but it's still just a risky play, and they might be a little gun shy after that. ult flying bottom, but no real follow-up. If he stepped forward there, he probably dies, but whole city just sitting on the side with all of his spirits up as well as the roll, maybe looking for a stun. Potentially could bring down a panda here, but I don't know if they want to dive a tier 1 tower. Let's get top 2. Nika working on a Manta. It's coming along slightly. We could see where Ja is at too. He's got the Battle Fury now, so his farm is definitely elevated, but he's still working on that Manta style. Jeremy taking a lot of damage. Not gonna tick down though. There's not like a defusal. Oh, this AA ult is gonna connect, but it's not gonna kill a puck. He can just phase shift as well as blink out. He will be just fine. They do find DTF in the river. And now potentially they can go for Roche with the clockwork down since they can't actually get that vision anymore. Yeah, there's no way Jeremy's gonna die there. Heal over into Mikey. Panda ult is back up. So again, I think you just wait on Roche. Oh, this is such a feels good item for TA. Gosh, they still want to take this Roche, and I think it's still it's a little bit too late. They see them walking in yet again, and they can take this fight. They need to smoke though. They need to smoke like right now. Clockwork rocket in. They do have Nico with the doppelganger out if he wants to use it, but he just put it on cooldown for 9 seconds. There's a lot of illusions coming out. Blinking away, Panda ult being popped. Whole city's kind of in the middle of this, but he's got another roll. They don't have too much lockdown for him either. Hook into the TA. Down go, no, that's actually a PL. Down goes Nika. They find Trickster as well. Whole city trying to hit a roll, making a little bit of space, but nothing doing. Throw up on the Cello with a bit of stun, but I don't think they can really do too much to Cello now. They've used a lot of their damage. Roll back in. Ravioli looking for an ultimate, but he can't quite get it off. He is going to get silenced. In comes the Necro ult, but they don't actually get the kill. It's still a level 2 Necro ult, and it wasn't enough, but the roll from Whole City, he finds it. No, can't get the right clicks. Whole City makes a hell of a play, but he still doesn't get rewarded with the kill. I can't believe he hits the roll there. So unfortunate he doesn't get the kill. Zphyr's even committing for this too. In comes the AA ult. It's not gonna hit. It's not even gonna hit the puck either as he dodged it. Blink forward in 2 seconds from Zphyr, but not gonna find anything. Maybe just continues to chase Ja. But I think that's a beneficial fight for Banana Hammock yet again. Roche is just such a trap for Polar. Every single fight they lose there, and you see like both of these times, it's the net worth drop, and this one hurts a little bit more. Both times they lose Nika as well. And it's just, again, you can purge away all the illusions. They don't really matter. They are finally gonna take it here. They do hit a hook over onto the outpost, so they take down AA. They're running into the pit. Ravioli has ult if he wants to use it again. They cannot take this Roche. They don't have any damage for it. Nika's actually rotated over. Maybe Ja's gonna commit for this. Ravioli is healing himself up. They don't have too much magic damage for this. Stun forward from Whole City. He needs to try and turn this. No, he doesn't get the ult off. Nika with the right click. The Imp Claw actually getting him that kill. Otherwise, I think he gets the ult off. They try and commit the ultimate from Ja to kill off Cello, but it's not quite enough damage. And now the Clockwork DTF getting focused by Zphyr. Has to go for the buyback. Buyback as well popped by Wyvern. Down goes Puck. He committed for the kill onto Cello, but gets punished for it. Mikey trying to get away here. The ultimate is down from the Panda. Roll forward again. Cello hitting it, but no. Ravioli denying it. Just making some space for now. They still get the kill onto Panda. Mikey just gets focused in the back and jumping forward. This is going to be a buyback from DTF2. Zphyr raging forward. Double kill for Trickster, and now Roche is guaranteed. His Ja really can't do too much. What a silence from Whole City. It's not going to get them the kill, unfortunately, because he misses the stun roll. But Nika still running forward. Does have a defusal as well, but he's got another blink. If he gets the mana, no. Ja runs out of mana at the last second, and now he's going to die. Yet again, Zphyr's just going to take Roche solo. And the third time is the charm. 5k gold lead for Polar. Starting to look very good in this lower bracket matchup. Moving on. And these BO3s can be so grueling in the lower bracket too. And yeah, I'm just not sure how they play this from here on out. Like, sorry to take a drink of water there. Josh just getting focused up every single time he shows up to these fights, and he's gotten baited into showing up too. I honestly thought that was the right play there. But Nika just chases him out. Obviously, since he clicked, he got the Phantom Rush on him before he hits the blink away. And now, I mean, maybe they try and go for a smoke play, potentially. They still have the Clockwork Cook, and this is a decent Clockwork game. But I think this is an easy kill for Search, trying to get the outpost steal, but it's not happening. Even if he finishes that, he is still very dead. 17-17 on your kill score. It's a 6k gold lead for Polar. Jaw still trying to farm up a Manta. It's kind of just your game state. Cello's actually gotten a pipe at this point. A lot of magic damage coming out too, so it's, I mean, you see how little damage the AM ult does, which I think is magical. Yes, it is. That's bullshit, dude. He's anti-magical. Why is this magical damage? I feel like they need just to keep in line with the lore, make this pure damage, and then just nerf the damage a bit. That's how you do it. Or physical. That would be kind of a meme if it's physical damage, but it'd be cool. I think then you have to buff it if it's physical damage. So Pierce is still needing to hook through into Whole City. They do get the nice Cogs pushback too, as well as the silence to follow it up. Whole City could go for the roll away, but it's not going to happen in time. The Panda ult's popped on the backside, chasing out Trickster. They do kill off one Panda. Can they get two? Maybe three. No, I don't think they can actually commit for it. Cello is popping the heals. They even smoke the high ground. Very big dive for Whole City, but they do take the tier 2 in the meantime. It's all just space at the end of the day. Make space for your cores. That's the name of the game. And Ja as well, still just farming up. He's working on an Abyssal Blade, but doesn't quite have it yet. I think maybe they find this DD and push top, but they don't have vision on it yet. I think they find the DD and they push top. Zphyr has Aegis as well. And yeah, I think it just becomes this slow, like, gruel of a game if you're Jaw. Like, you just gotta stay alive, farming the rest of the map. I do like the way he's playing right now, though. He's playing very aggressively farming. And it's kind of what you can do on this AM once you get Manta. Obviously, you don't have to worry about silence anymore. You don't have to worry about cold feet. You can just purge it off. You can still get rolled into, but again, you can just purge off the silence. Like, I don't have too much lockdown for him outside of that. He's also level 19, so he's not too far behind in terms of farm. That's just how quickly he farms, though. Might just be able to take bottom too. He just farmed the entire jungle so quickly, and the team is losing the tier 2 top meanwhile, as DTF looking pretty dead. No, he's actually gonna be fine, I think. COD's pushback yet again. Maybe they keep chasing for this. No, Whole City thought he ran mid. He actually runs bottom towards his AM now. Maybe they can bring down a Necro, but I don't think they really want to commit for it. Instead, Ja just gonna go back to farming. He's gonna look for the mid wave potentially. And now they are gonna lose DTF. No way he is surviving there. Cello actually just walking in to use the ult, and that's really the feels bad, man. 25 seconds added to the respawn timer. And yeah, that's always so lame. I remember when it used to disable buyback too. That was the dumbest thing in the world. And I think it was Eggs Necrophos used to disable buyback, and it's just like, oh god. What a great item. Basically just won the game for you. Especially get onto a core. It does so much damage too. I feel like Necro Eggs might need to get reworked again. It just feels kind of boring giving your ult a little bit more damage. Same thing with like Clockwork Eggs too. They do blink forward, breaking down Ravioli. He has no chance to get an ult off. Also no buyback either since he already used it. He is down for 70 seconds, and that is 70 seconds I don't think they can afford. So we are going to take tier 3s. They have another creep wave. Jaw's trying to make space top meanwhile, but he's making the Arteezy play. I mean, there's nothing really he can do. Like, he's got the Manta, he's got the Battle Fury. He's a bit safer, but I still don't think he can really show up to this fight, especially without the Wyvern, because you can't really focus anybody down. So they're just able to focus up the racks, and well, down they go. Even with the repair kit, it doesn't matter. Minus armor, more than enough. Maybe looking for a hook forward. Huck orb through. How do they want to initiate this, Joe? Ja still just farming. I think his teammates are agreeing with this, though. There's not too much. Yeah, again, like, there's not too much you can do, and they just lose the Rex. Pretty much getting out scot-free. Scratch-free. Am I saying that wrong? Is that like a don't open... Is that like a... Am I saying that wrong? It kind of feels like it. They have vision on Ja, but they can't actually get rid of the mana this time. They roll through missing. They do see him in the trees, but I don't think they're going to hit the roll again. Be a hell of a play from Hull City if he finds that one. But yeah, 30 minutes into the game. And it is 19-18, kind of a relatively safe game at the moment. 8k gold lead for Polar though, and that's really what we're looking at. Rack's already down. It's basically just Ja's net worth keeping them in the gold deficit, not too big. Yeah, the last big gold buff they have is a tower kill. They haven't gotten a kill for like 7 minutes. It's been like 6 minutes. Whole City still trying to find Ja. Again, there's the Purge for the silence. Roll forward is going to miss this time. Doing a decent amount of damage. He goes for the TP wave, but it hits the roll. Whole City, he's gotten it this time. Cannot get the blink away. What a play from Whole City. I really need to learn how to play this hero. My goodness. It just looks like so much fun to play. Zphyr is going to try and get something. He's 1v3ing right now, but look at how slow he moves. 224 move speed, and it's still enough to get on top of Ravioli. Not going to survive after it. Zphyr on a mega kill streak, and he's only 5-3-8. They also see the Panda over in the jungle. He's going to be able to hit a roll here too. Trap coming through, as well as the AL going to miss. Trap a bit delayed, but he has another one to pop too. Easily able to pop it, roll through. Whole City basically just connecting on every single one 100%. Jaws down for 40 seconds, has to spend a buyback to get into this. They have the buyback as well on Wyvern, but I don't know if it's really going to be able to do too much. Nika's basically gone untouched for the last few minutes too. Wait, where it's... Okay, they lost Necro at some point. I didn't actually see that. Interesting. So they did find a kill. But Zerplink almost gets the dieback there. A-ult in, and it does hit Ravioli. Is he gonna take down? Oh god. Oh god, he's ticking down, isn't he? He is definitely dead. For sure. What? What? Shatter threshold is 30%? What is 13%? 0.13 times 1460. Hold on, we're doing this math. Hold on, we're doing this math. 0.13 times 1460. 189. What did he drop to there? Was that like 200 health he was at? So he survived with like 11 health. Something like that. Obviously that kill happens if he has eggs. Mikey running forward does have the Panda if they want to pop it really early. Cello's going to be the initial jump. Couple of hits, AL flying through. It's not going to actually connect onto anybody important though. TTF might just die here. It's a nice ult as well. This time it does connect onto the real Nika. Purging away, but the Pandas just get exploded. Zphyr with the MKB, I believe. Down goes Joff for the second time, and they just call it GG immediately. Wyvern with the dieback, and it's just over. If you're killing Panda that quick inside the ultimate, it just doesn't matter. 35-minute game, Polar ass loses game 1. Game 2 and 3, it's the comeback though. Whole City, yeah, I mean, just hell of a game 2 from Whole City on the Mirana, and then you're playing Earth Spirit that clean. Like, great games coming out from Polar. Hats off to them. They're going to be moving on in the lower bracket. And they don't know their opponent yet in the next round. It's versus the winner of Toilet Bell, Animal Control, and Quarantine Gamers. Quarantine Gamers are in that round 2 of the lower bracket, I believe. And the other match I am casting is actually the last upper bracket round 2 match, Nearly Tilted versus Moonlight. That is starting in about 30 minutes, and I'm casting that with Brightside. So I'm going to stop the stream just to split the videos so it's a little bit easier for me to upload them later. I put all of my casts on YouTube, so if you want to check them out, go look at them there. We will be back in like 30 minutes to cast Nearly Tilted versus Moonlight and get some more League of Lads action.